ready. What? We ready. What? We ready. Oh, yeah. We ready. What? We ready. What? We ready. Oh, yeah. What's going on, everybody? It's the Knucklehead Podcast in the building. It's Thursday night. You know what that means. We wrestling with some knuckleheads. It's your boy, Toe Tags. As you know, we waiting on Lay. He's coming any minute. Gigi's gonna be here. You know, show he's a if. But you know what? It's all right, though. When he pops up, he's a blessing. Anyway, tonight, first stream of 2022. How's everybody doing? How is everybody feeling? Yo, we are gonna recap. That's right, we're gonna recap day one. We're gonna talk about AEW Dynamite on TBS. We're gonna address Tony Khan and Big Swole. We gonna talk about Brock Lesnar being the champion and Roman Reigns having COVID. And we gonna talk about the NXT releases. Ooh, I just heard that Samoa Joe is the latest one to be released. It's almost like my man can't go a month without being released. He gets released more than Bass when they do the catch and release tournaments. Like, what's going on here, Samoa Joe? Either you there or you not. Like, what's going on? Stop playing with my emotions, Samoa Joe. Stop playing with my emotions. But we out here. You know how we do every day. Every day. Hold on. I don't know where's my... There you go. We doing some firing tonight, baby. I'm hyped. I hope y'all hyped. We out here. Yo, 2022. We're going to do it big. We're going to do it big. But like I said, we waiting on Lay and Gigi and Show. I'm here with y'all, and yo, we'll get into the nitty and the gritty of it. Day one, a lot of shit changed. Well, you know, before day one happened, yeah, Samoa Joe was released. Samoa Joe was released earlier today. I think like an hour ago, not an hour, like maybe a few hours ago, he was released, and it's crazy because honestly, I don't know why he was released, but I do not see him fitting in with NXT 2.0. In all honesty, I don't see him fitting in with 2.0. Not with Braun Breaker. Not with most of the people that's there. Samoa Joe versus Walter would have been dope, but that's a match you have on the main roster, bro. It's not a match you have on NXT on a Tuesday. You feel me? Like, Samoa Joe's a huge fucking name. And Kenny from the Call Up podcast, I was talking to him earlier. He was saying that Samoa Joe might go to AEW to be like a coach. Lay is in the building. What's going on, Lay?
What's up, bro?
Chilling, brother. Chilling, man. Right now, I'm telling the people that Samoa Joe was released from NXT.
Yeah, I was not surprised. You know, after the other moves, I was like, of course.
In all honesty,
like it's like 2 times within a year span.
Yeah, it's becoming a habit.
Yeah,
that's what I was saying. He gets released more than the fish do in the catch and release tournaments. You know
absolutely,
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Kenny mentioned in the group chat that he might go to AEW to be a coach, and I'm sitting like, nah, man. We don't. He could be a good coach, but I don't want. I want to see him wrestle.
That's true.
You know, he brings something. He brings something to AEW that they don't have.
Yeah.
And in all actuality, he would bring something to Taz that he don't have either. And that's that legit tough guy. You know, like Mick Foley said, Samoa Joe is the last legit tough guy since Austin. Samoa Joe is that guy.
I can go with that.
Yeah, he can test anybody in that fucking ring.
Yeah, I can definitely go with that. Yeah.
Oh what? Oh yeah.
I think you'd have some bangers with certain people. You know, him, Penta, him, Kenny, him, Daniel. You know, there'll be some bangers out there. Him and Punk too can have another banger.
Oh yeah.
Him and Eddie Kingston would be fun.
Yeah, that would be fun. The build up for that would be fun also. Him and Darby Allin. I see him and Darby Allin doing some shit that would make us cringe.
He has a ragdoll Darby.
Yeah.
And then him and Miro would be fun.
Yeah, that would be fun also. Pimp's out here. Yo, first off, Pimp, Pumpy, appreciate y'all being here. Everybody else who's in the chat, appreciate y'all being here. Pimp goes, let's pray for Ray Phoenix, speedy recovery. That was a brutal landing. Through the table. But yo, apparently it was a dislocation. It wasn't a break. So
yeah,
my man lucked out.
Yeah, he did. And I saw that. I was like, oh, it's done. All of a sudden, he goes, no, it's just. I was like, that's all it was. That's amazing, brother.
Yeah, I showed that shit to Cruz, and Cruz like, nah, man, he's dead. He's dead. There's no way a man survives that. But yo, he's a nimble motherfucker, boy. Yo, he must stretch like 4 hours a day. That DDP yoga really works, bro. So that's all I'm saying, man.
No, but to stretch out your elbow? That's crazy.
Yeah. And like the way he landed on that too, that was straight like kapow. Like the fact that shit did not break is amazing. He's a magician. Pootie is in the building. What's going on, Pootie? We got some Pootie in the building. Pootie the Placid. Everybody go check out his page. My man does reactions to music. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There's no one better.
Today's music would be Thursdays is rock.
That's right. That's
rock
right.
Music on Thursdays. So
that's right.
Check that out.
I'm waiting for him to do Bye 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 and Bop. You know what I'm saying? Because I think Pootie and Bop together would break the world. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how you get to 600,000 followers, Pootie. Let's get this shit done, man. Stop being lazy and let's get to 400,000 already, my man. Let's do this shit. You feel me?
We said Bop. I'm like, okay. I would have never thought of that song, but all right.
Yo, imagine Pootie trying to understand the bop, digga bop, 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 digga bop, bop. Like, yo, that right there is a hidden meaning.
You know way too much more of that song than you should know. Just throwing it out there.
Yo, you know, when you grow up in the alien planet like I have, you got to learn some shit to fit in. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn some shit to fit in. But shit, man. Yeah, man. Yo, we had a crazy week. A crazy year of wrestling so far.
Yeah. It's only been like 6 days.
This is true. We're going to start this shit over the banger, man. And yo, so I mentioned the NXT releases. They also released William Regal and Road Dogg Jesse James and a bunch of other people I'm not familiar with, but they're pretty much writers and people in the back, you know, doing the stories. And it seemed like they're going, we're committed to 2.0.
Yeah.
And they're not going back.
No. I mean, but here's the fun part about that whole thing is if it fails, you know why.
Yep.
You exactly know what happened. There was a formula there in place. You guys felt that your idea was better, which right now it doesn't seem that way because of the ratings say it all. You know what I'm saying? And then you get rid of the people that made it what it was. And you legitimately do it while the main guy has a heart attack. And the shittiest way to do it.
Yeah.
What is that? The dude has been one of the most loyal dude to you out of everybody.
Yeah.
He's never left, no matter how shitty he's gone. He's been there. All right, don't get me wrong. He had his reign of terror when where he couldn't lose. You know,
true.
But that's one thing about Triple H. He's always been there. You know what I'm saying?
And he, from what I understand, kind of tried to take most of the blame for the school job. Like my man, like you said, is loyal, but he's also one of those, you know, I'm down for the crown. I'll do the dirty work.
Yep.
You feel me? And that's crazy to have someone that loyal and to do that to him.
You snake him.
Yeah.
Because he's pretty much doing what you should be doing in a better way. So you're upset at the guy because he's beating you at your own game, a game that you're no longer good at. You were great at it. Don't get me wrong. Which was truth, but that time has gone and passed, and you're not realizing that. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
You are in some fabulous, amazing denial.
Oh, yeah.
I was watching a movie with my lady, and they said denial, and I was like, that's a perfect segue to that. Because that's what it is right now.
That is.
It's denial. You're like, you're you don't want to admit. And one, you should not be on TV. You look like shit. Two, my favorite one is your product that you once did great with is now lackluster.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And you don't got it.
Yeah. And the crazy shit was, and by the way, Happy New Year, OG, and everybody in the chat.
Yes.
This is the first episode of 2022 for Wrestling with Knuckles. I'm trying out a new name, for this show. Let me know how you like it. Let me know how you like the designs and all that shit. We growing and showing, baby. But you're absolutely right. And to be honest with you, Triple H set up NXT to be the stepping stone for the next generation of main roster wrestlers.
Absolutely correct. Yes.
And I don't see NXT 2.0 being the stepping stone for the main roster wrestlers.
I agree. I couldn't agree more. Yeah, because I don't know how to say it, and I think the places seems limited. You know what I mean? Not limitless, all puns intended.
Yes.
It seems limited. You know what I mean? Like a lot of stuff you're doing is limited.
It's absolutely correct, because most of the new wrestlers all look like they fit in the same bubble.
Yeah.
Of a particular type of wrestler, where NXT 2.0 had diversity in their wrestlers. You
mean the original NXT, the black and gold?
Yes, black and gold. Yes.
Yeah. But here's the funny part, right? So they have a system now where they come up to get new stars, and the initials is NIL, nil.
Yeah,
that's the initial spell out nil. So you're already setting up a fantastic failure.
Oh yeah,
because nil is what you're aiming for, and all you see is nobody from independent circus, ex-football players, and there's nothing wrong with ex-football players, basketball players, mostly women. For the basketball players or gymnasts or stuff like that. And once again, there's nothing wrong with that if you have a passion for it, for the sport, for wrestling. If you don't, then it's going to come off. It's going to easily come off that you don't enjoy doing this.
Yeah.
You come off in your promos. It's like a Cap said last night perfectly. Yo, you're going to lose me with the promo, and then I'm not going to care about your wrestling. Or I'm going to see your wrestling and never hear your promos and go, yo, but you suck in the ring.
Yep.
So it's like, dude, you're going to lose me one way or another. Male, female, whatever's in the middle of that and whatever's after that. Whatever evolution of the world is happening. Mutants,
aliens,
whatever it is.
Whatever species you want to be.
The thing is, there's plenty of wrestlers that I first saw them wrestle. Rey Mysterio, I never heard him cut a promo. The first thing I saw him do was wrestle. And I saw him wrestle in ECW.
Yep.
Right? Throwing it out there. Not WCW. He was in ECW first. So letting you know, WCW took that idea pretty much from ECW to have those wrestlers. But whatever. You know what I'm saying? After that, Eddie, I first saw him wrestle. Then when Eddie became a heel, his promos got better. You know what I mean? But Jericho, I first heard him talk.
Yep.
Then I went back to Japan and saw all that. You know what I mean? So it was, and with these guys, you're going to bring in the people from NIL. I just want to reiterate how stupid those initials come lead to.
Yeah.
NIL. That's what you're asking to get, right? And their first big banking is twin sisters that have 700,000 followers on Instagram and Twitter, I believe.
Yes.
Like they're like apparently the next Bella twins.
Yeah, and that's kind of like a prerequisite for them to even consider you.
Yes, yes.
Some kind of athletic background.
Following.
Yeah, and a media following.
Yeah. And here's the fun part. That we had alluded to using that for individuals to have actual indie people come in that way, yourself and me. We've made literally, not only did we make individuals to do it, we made a stable out of it, a fraction.
Yep.
We literally did, your Instagram, your Twitter, your YouTuber. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So here's the thing: is you're doing it, but in the most reverse way possible.
Definitely.
The idea we put out there for you, you're doing it backwards. You're not, like you can get any indie person that some people don't know from, let's say, a regional person, somebody from Cali, that somebody on the East Coast would not know. And you go, all right, so this dude, he's a YouTuber. You can believe it. You get the right guy with the right build, the right girl with the right on Instagram, or the right guy on Twitter, and you're like, all right, because you can always post videos.
Yep.
But now you're doing it with their following, and these people could give a shit less about wrestling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of having somebody goes, yo, he looks familiar to me. And all of a sudden, he used to wrestle indies. Then you naturally make it.
Yep.
Instead of trying to force it with, and nothing against that, 9 out of 10 there'll be 1 or 2 or 3 of them that love wrestling, and you'll see it, and their character will come out hopefully, and I hope the best for them. But when the program is an initial nil, can't have a lot of faith in it, bro. I cannot have a lot of faith in it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, this is true. And when you actually recruit like that, we go back into Tough Enough.
Yeah.
And Tough Enough was a good show to watch, but it didn't have the best track record when it came to the winners. In all actuality, the only ones nowadays that still do it are John Morrison and The Miz.
Yeah.
Those are the only ones from Tough Enough that still do it.
Absolutely, yeah.
And actually she passed away, but she was another one. But
so did Matt Capitelli had a look to him, but unfortunately he had brain cancer and he passed away.
Yes.
So you're like that program. Oh, Sonya Deville came from it, but she didn't win it.
This is true.
And so I think Liv Morgan too, I believe. Is it Liv Morgan or is it? Oh no, or is it the NXT champ now? Because I know Sonya.
Oh yeah, it was
Sonya and
Mandy Rose. Yes,
were together in it. Sonya,
yes.
and then they came out of that. They didn't win like Silent Rage. So how well that went.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So ultimately, I see what you're getting. You're gonna do that again.
Yeah.
In a way. Yeah.
And let's think about the people who stayed after they won. An MMA fighter, a drop dead gorgeous model in Mandy.
Mm-hmm.
Miz, who was on the Real World prior to being on Tough Enough. And one of the best high flyers that we've ever seen in the company.
And a bona fide gymnast, parkour guy, even before parkour was popular.
True.
Yeah.
So, out of how many seasons? Like Maven was the first one, and the only thing we ever seen Maven do was eliminate the Undertaker at the Royal Rumble. And they get the shit kicked out of him. The dude that won, that was the MMA wrestler. All we saw him do was get the shit kicked out of him, and then Royal Rumble.
And they deaded him right away.
Oh yeah.
Daniel Puder.
Yes.
Daniel Puder. Yes. I can't believe I remembered his name. So.
Yeah, that is true. But this is the crazy shit though, because their method is a direct contradiction to the way Vince McMahon likes to do things. Vince McMahon is kind of like the Yankees, right?
Absolutely.
So we don't give a shit what you did outside of the Yankees. In the Yankees, you got to be freshly shaven and present yourself in a certain way. And the WWE,
him and George was boys, by the way, so don't forget that. Him and George was boys.
Yeah. And
George Steinbrenner, for anybody doesn't know, you should know the Yankees,
The WWE is on some. We don't give a shit what you did outside of the WWE. We're gonna make you a WWE guy. And
absolutely.
All the originals that started came out of nowhere. The Rock, he came out of nowhere. They made him. Austin was somewhere else, but they made him a WWE character. Everyone else that came, like Booker T, had to change, but Sting, he had to be Sting. You can't change him to be anybody else.
Yeah, because this is like years of Sting.
Yeah.
It's like Flair. There's years of this.
Yeah, but
you get all the Flair can't come out as a gladiator and go, excuse me?
No, for real.
Flair's what now?
Yeah.
You put it, he's a Spartan now? By the way, that was an idea for Jim Crockett. He was going to make Ric Flair a Spartan. Crazy idea about that.
No, and Shinsuke Nakamura is the perfect example. He's the king of hardstyle, but they changed him to be a fucking entrance.
Artist. I'm going to go to the artist. I'm like,
yeah. And it's one of those things. It's like, hold on, wait. Why are you going to get somebody that's popular and then assume no one knows them and change them to fit your style? When now you're looking for someone who's popular that everyone knows and change them. Because I don't see those twins being the same YouTube, the Instagram models that they are in the ring. They're going to have to be something else. So now what? They're limited in what they can be because they're popular to begin with.
Like you're going to have a football player that's a Christian, and you're going to turn him into a womanizer. I'm going to go, sell me on that.
Yeah.
I'm going to sit here, and I'm following this dude right now. While I'm at least looking at his page, all I see is church and his family.
Yep.
You know, he's a young dude who could be single, but I'm like, yo, now show me that he's a Casanova. Go.
Yep, for real. Yo, Pro Wrestling Podcast says Samoa Joe's new nickname should be the Recycler. Hired,
Yeah.
fired.
Yeah.
He should be KFC with those 7 fucking seasonings
Hell
deep
yeah,
fried.
man.
And Boricua Tommy goes, Happy New Year's, guys. Boricua on the set. That's an old Frankie Cutlass song. Yo, appreciate you, brother. Happy New Year, brother. Happy New Year, everybody in the chat. So I was gonna say Samoa Joe. Show is also in the chat. And he's talking about Cero Mero is terrible on the mic. Motherfucker speaks Spanish.
Well, first of all, if you ever see Lucha Underground and then when he translated, he says some real shit. The thing is, he does speak Spanish. You know what I'm saying? That's his first language. But when you wrestle the way he does, and with his aggression, there's not much you need to say. Your wrestling says it for you. You know what I mean? It's kind of like Ray Phoenix. Ray Phoenix English isn't great. But once he jumps over to some shit, you're like, I understand that.
Yep.
The guy can go.
He got the international language of this motherfucker can wrestle.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like these guys have these individuals gonna have their followers, right? And they have their personality, and now you're gonna change them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, okay. You know what? I'm the person that gives almost anything a shot, and I'm down to understand. You know what I'm saying? Like any music, any song, any person, I'm like, yo, you know what? You got 2 shots, man. Convince me.
Yep.
Like I said, you're gonna take a kid from fucking Nebraska who his whole life is about church and football, and you're gonna tell me that now he's a demonic entity. Not sorry, bro. That's not happening, bro.
No, yeah.
You can't do that. You can't do that to that kid.
Yeah.
Kid's gonna go, you want me to say what? No, that's right. You heard that. You read that.
You know what the crazy shit is, though? All right, because I'm going to go off of what Pro Wrestling Podcast said, but you're right, and I have a little theory about some shit. But he goes, most of the college kids they sign will not have the same drive as someone like Ciampa who actually is wrestling. That's true nowadays, but imagine during the ruthless aggression era, the attitude era where it was at their peak, everyone wanted to be a fucking wrestler. The guys that are our age or older in sports do the wrestling shit. Mm-hmm. There's no young kids doing the wrestling shit. They're not doing none of this. But Aaron Rodgers is fucking doing I'm the world champion every fucking touchdown. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got the money shit going on when they do a touchdown and fucking trade.
Yeah, they were doing the Fandango thing in football stadiums.
Yeah.
They were on some.
This is true.
I was like, are you guys doing the Fandango?
Yeah. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if they turn around and was like, yo, listen, if you join the wrestling team, there's a possibility someone from WWE might come check you out. And, you know, I'm on the wrestling team, the football team, the basketball team, the golf team, the track team. I'm cleaning up the gym afterwards. Like, yo, look at me, motherfucker. I'm out here. But in terms of you talking about, like, this kid is this way and then he turns demonic, there could be a way, if they do a show like Tough Enough, where it's not basically you go to school for wrestling. Mm-hmm. It's like a reality show, but you see these people tormenting these people, and it's almost like these guys snap into their wrestling personas. Where you're not showing us them training how to wrestle. You're showing us them turning into their personas. Where these girls, the twins, they have all these followers, but in real life they might be normal. But now their characters are they're full of they're full of themselves and like, oh my god, they do outlandish shit for their characters. But we see that progression where it's like more and more they're doing crazy shit or they're doing stuck up shit for the gram. And and let's say this guy is demonic and he's just sitting in the room. He's like, yo, I can't be here. Like, yo, I'm so uncomfortable right here. And then next thing you know, my man just found a rat. And now that's his pet on some Michael Jackson shit. Is like, yo, I got no friends. Like, you see him like, yo, get me the fuck out of here, bro. And you know what I'm saying?
No, I understand. Yeah.
Yeah, but that would be more fantasy, and that would fit in NXT 2.0 because that's their bubble. Yeah. But when you go to the main roster and you have Damian Priest being Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, that shit don't work no more.
And that's so funny because Damian Priest already had his own thing. So what are you doing? I'm saying, why are you forcing a character on a guy that's actually, one of the few NXT guys that's actually having a good, okay run? Before that, he was having a decent run. He was having great matches with Sheamus or Drew McIntyre or whoever they put him in the ring with.
Yeah.
He was having good solid matches. Morrison, Ricochet, good matches, good title defenses.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't like Sheamus where he's facing the same guys 8,000 times. It was like a rotation. You know what I mean?
No, yeah. And and the roster is so shallow that they have to wrestle the same fucking. He has to wrestle Dolph Ziggler 4 weeks in a row. It gets boring. Mm-hmm. It really gets boring. And before we get into all that other shit, because I want to talk about Hangman Page, but we'll leave that for when we get to the AEW section of this podcast.
Yeah. Okay, I got you. And no way I kind of get what you're saying. You know what I mean? But don't worry about it.
No, I hear you. Yeah. But Braun Breaker, 2Ks, third one silent.
No. The third one is no longer silent. Let's be real. Yeah.
The third one is slightly like, the third one's there. But he's the new NXT champion.
Yeah.
I didn't see the match, but I did see his father was in the crowd.
Yeah, he was.
And the only thing that went through my head, what's going on, LaFlaca, when I saw the father come in the crowd was you saying, why the fuck won't you just leave him as Rex Steiner?
Rex Steiner. Yo, the first thing that I thought of was Rex Steiner. You know how natural that would have flowed? Braun Breaker's father is not the same as Rex Steiner's father. His father, Rick Steiner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just sit there and go, just say Rex Steiner, bro. Everybody wants to say it.
Yep.
Just say it. I'm like, yo, that's Rex Steiner's brother. You didn't say Braun Breaker. That's stupid. Yo, release me because you're doing everybody else. But let's be real. That man should be Rex Steiner. And I figured, his first promo after he wins is like, listen, Braun Breaker was a moniker I just tried. I can't do it anymore. You saw me in the ring with my father, my dad, Rick Steiner, and I am Rex Steiner. Now that I'm a champion, I can be me. Understandable. Nobody's gonna go, oh, that's stupid. They're gonna go, yo, we get it. You gotta get your foot in the door. So you gotta, whatever they give you, you go with.
Yeah. Now
you're the champion. Rex Steiner's perfect. It's perfectly acceptable. And it makes way more sense. You know what I'm saying? You bring the father back. Look, it's Rex Steiner's dad.
Yeah.
See how that works?
That's got to be something crazy to hear. Braun Breaker's dad just entered the ring. It's Rick Steiner. Then who the fuck is Breaker in his family?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Wait, why is it Braun Breaker? Why is it Breaker?
You ever notice how Edge, Christian, Kane, and Undertaker never had last names?
No.
So that way when you said they were brothers, you're like, all right, I believe it.
Yeah, meanwhile, Matt and Jeff Hardy or Eddie and Chavo Guerrero, they are family.
For real.
Jason Jordan and Kurt Angle. No.
Nope.
You just go, nope, that doesn't work.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Braun Breaker is adopted. Yeah, Rick Steiner definitely looks like the kind that would adopt.
Yeah, right.
That's like saying Big Papa Pump is one of the girls that he has consensual sex. No, it just doesn't happen.
You know what's crazy? Only the Shamrocks can adopt someone that looks like their fucking son.
It's crazy because Frank looks nothing like the rest of them.
Yeah,
but somehow he does.
Yeah,
I think it's one of those things like, after a while, you know how they say your dog starts looking like you after a while? Kind of like that, I'm not saying that about Shamrock, but it's like, you see them together, I don't know if you're like, you guys look alike. We don't. But okay. Yeah, I get it. By association. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yeah. Once again, I would love for him to do that next week. He just goes up, listen, this is it. I use that name to get my foot in the door. This is who I really am. You're like,
yeah,
great. Proud of you, buddy. And then somebody comes out and goes, oh, so you can't be real. And that's how you ever start the angle. You're like that, my man. I'm real enough to win this time. I'm real enough to whoop your ass. So let's go with that. And there's your storyline. I just helped you guys. We helped you out one more time.
There you go.
You don't have to book anything. You just take that, right? and don't fuck it up.
Yeah. And we're at the point where it's like, yo, just fucking do it. Like, you don't even owe us royalties until, you know, become successful. But I mean, still, it's like, come on, man. We're begging and fucking pleading. And trust me, we know we don't know shit because we're marks, even though that's not our name. And we've only been watching wrestling our whole lives. God forbid we would be comedians that never watch the shit. You know, then you listen to us. But that's neither here nor there.
That don't know none of the wrestlers' name.
Yeah.
Said, who's Bobby Lashley? That's the guy you're writing for. I'm dead serious.
Yeah. What does he do?
How many 6'4", 285-pound guys do you really know? Seriously, look at the guy. He doesn't even look human.
Seriously.
You know what's funny? Show, with all due respect, at one point, Rick Steiner's their song was actually part of my lifting routine songs because it's the Steiner brothers. The shit is really generic, and you want to lift to it.
Yeah.
So he's not wrong. They didn't have the ringtone, but it had the beat. So you're right, Shaw. I'll give you that one. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Shaw, I sent you the link, so whenever you want to hop up in here, you can. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. But who is Puss in Boots? That's Rick Boots, the guitar player. The guitar player that now comes out with the Asian dude. Yeah, I call him Puss in Boots now.
Yeah, I remember that. I was like, you know what's funny? I'm with it. I get it.
Yeah. Hey, Gigi in the building.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, side note, I also want to mention when this guy was in NXT with this shit in this run, it was awesome because that was the rock and roller ballad. The rock and roller. All of a sudden, WWE, and he's smiling like an idiot again. I was like, and then I'm not even going to talk about the turnbuckle fiasco. That turnbuckle, by the way, it's 1-0, and it's a big one. It's a big win.
Yeah, that's true. So, Gigi, just to catch you up, we spoke about the releases for NXT, Samoa Joe being released, and Braun Breaker winning the NXT title.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and also, I don't
it's really breaking down the black and gold shit as well as he was coming down the ring.
Oh, the X? Oh, that was.
Oh, yeah.
That was just straight disrespect.
Yeah. The Pro Wrestling Podcast.
I heard there was a lot of heat for that in the. Yeah, that was they got a lot of heat for that in the back. Like a lot of people didn't appreciate that. There's like a slap in the face.
Whoever got HeDD is released already.
This is true. That's probably why they released so many people.
Oh, you don't like it?
Fuck out of here. Yeah. It's like we're not even gonna tell you where
the door is. Look at Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
Yo, it's terrible what they did. Like Samoa Joe is literally, he was on the injured list, right? He couldn't compete. He had to relinquish. His title. And then as he was on the injured list, just like the first time, he got released.
Yep.
We do not learn the lessons.
That's some dirtbag shit.
He's not going to come back this time around.
He shouldn't.
He better not.
And it'd be dumb for them to offer him mad money to come back. For that, don't release him.
And I think the only person that brought him back was because of Triple H. Triple H was like, what are you fucking doing?
Yeah.
You don't release Samoa Joe. That's money right there. Fucking Triple H is in the corner crying somewhere. He's pulling out his hair. He's rocking back and forth. And he's crying. All right? He's pulling out whatever hair he has left. And hopefully he's going to donate it to Shawn Michaels. Okay? Because I wouldn't be surprised if I see Shawn Michaels has been released by the WWE because he's NXT.
You know,
but Shawn Michaels has been so loyal to WWE. I don't see them doing that. But look at William Regal.
But the funny part is, I can honestly say that at this point, I think Triple H has been more loyal than anybody else. And look what they did to like what he had on his bosom.
Yeah, his baby.
Look what they did to it. They literally went in there and said, yes.
Yep.
It's not working. No, the problem is it's working better than this in Connecticut. That's the problem. It's working way better than whatever you guys go, except for like Roman and the Hurt Business. The only thing working as good as those guys down there is these two things we're doing. The Jay and Roman, because I'm gonna be legit about it. The shit has gone left. Once Roman turned into a punk and went left.
Yeah.
You know
what's going on, okay?
The Hurt Business, for some reason, they couldn't keep rocking. They could have had the belts till right now.
No,
it wouldn't have mattered. But but the point is NXT's right below those two things, or even right next to them, they were doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? If I'm watching Johnny Gargano versus Pete Dunne, I am not upset at any point.
Nope.
I'm watching Finn Balor versus Kyle O'Reilly. Sign me up. What are you doing?
You know what's crazy? If they would have kept NXT on Wednesdays, right, and at least during the pandemic, and they kept with those stories or the takeovers, eventually NXT would have started winning the war.
No.
But they said, fuck it, move them to Tuesdays because we don't even want to deal with this shit. And then as soon as Triple H was like, yo, I got a pain in my chest and I can't breathe, Vince was like, good, go fuck his shit up now. There's no one at the gate. It's almost like the Odin sleep right now. For those who don't understand, Odin protects Asgard. And when he goes to sleep, that's when Asgard's the most vulnerable. So right now, NXT is the most vulnerable because Triple H is suffering from heart attacks. So they're fucking shit up. Yeah.
And unfortunately, there's no Thor, or there's no Warriors 3 to protect it because they fired everybody that could.
No, there was a Warriors 3. They're in AEW now, the Undisputed Era. They're in AEW right now.
And it's funny because if there's a Thor, Gargano's definitely going. Yep. That would have been it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Man, Gargano said it clearly, if you guys cheer enough for me, I'll show up.
Yeah.
I mean, if you, once again, the American Dragon versus Johnny Wrestling, any day of the week, sign me up for that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Book it and I will show up. It's like the Field of Dreams. Build it and I will come.
Yep. Oh yeah.
I'm getting there, brother. But yeah, no. That's what I understand. You have something going that's great, and because you didn't make it, what kind of little kid shit is that? That's like when a little kid playing basketball is like, oh well, I'm not winning, give me my ball, I'm gonna go home. What are you doing, dude?
Yeah.
Just let it ride. Pick another 5 and win.
That's it.
Maybe you're the one that sucks. Maybe it's you.
Right?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, I hear you.
All right.
This is going to be a good transition because we're going to go straight from Triple H being the hero to being the villain. Because Booker T, I believe on his podcast, stated that Big E losing the WWE title is the same as when Booker T lost to Triple H. It was like one of those travesties because everybody wanted Booker T to win the championship at WrestleMania, and he just lost. And everybody wants Big E to be the champion, and now Brock Lesnar is the champion. Spoiler alert for anybody who didn't see day one.
I can see that. By the way, it's the 6th, and that was literally the 1st of January.
Yeah, this is day 6 now.
If you know about the releases, you should know about that. The results, okay?
Is word. Like at this point, it's day 6, and how many we lost already?
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? What they have to be up to 90 almost at this point.
I believe so.
About 90 at this point.
They're getting close to it. They're getting close to it. They're just probably 2 or 3 people shy from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So show goes that wasn't supposed to happen. I heard that the original plan was for Seth Rollins to win the title and Big E to chase him. But Seth Rollins caught COVID, and you don't really do that in the WWE, so no more championship for you. Unless you're Roman Reigns, because, whatever. But so now the white man caught COVID. The only way to punish everyone in the match is to get a bigger white man to come win the title.
And the funny part is the only person that really gets punished is the second black man in that match.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
Because I remember somebody going, but Seth Rollins' last name is Lopez. That's his mother married a dude named Lopez. It has nothing to do with him. He is as white as it gets.
Yep.
So don't give me that. All right.
Unless I hear the man start speaking any type of Spanish, whatever.
Never has.
That nigga white.
Yeah,
that boy white.
When he
He's
started,
just as white as his wife. He's white.
Yeah.
I'm telling you this one. Becky might have a little more Spanish in her than that.
Listen,
because
she probably did have a little bit more Spanish in her. Hey,
through injection.
There you go.
But yo, listen, we all seen Seth Rollins get mad. That's not a Spanish person getting mad. I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah, that's not a. That's
that
not
dude that jumped that barrier would have got assaulted. Instead of hell.
He'd have got stabbed, and he wasn't even carrying that. He'd have got stabbed with something.
Perfect example, right? When that dude jumped in the ring that was attacking Eddie and Van Dam, that dude got punched in the face at least 3 times by Eddie.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there. That's the response you get.
They Daniel Pewter motherfuckers.
I didn't even think about it. He started suing. He goes, yo, he's not in this match. Start dropping the dude.
You remember, I think it was the house show or one of them shows that Austin was wrestling Triple H. Well, Triple H just got he just got stunned and got up immediately and started like he German super. He started doing moves on that nigga I ain't never seen him doing in the ring before. He German suplex motherfucker.
What the fuck? All you see is
boom. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But it's so I read what I saw was that the first idea was for actually E to win. And for Owens to take the pin, because that doesn't really affect Owens, right?
Yeah.
Because him and Seth would be like, yeah, we'll still chase him. You know what I mean? Apparently that whole story was supposed to go for a minute. But then the audible was gonna be Seth, but then Seth got COVID. And then of course the last audible that we all got, the lovely one, is that who wins it? Big White hype.
Yep. And it's crazy. You know what it is? It's like, oh, Brock Lesnar's so over right now. People want to see him win and all that. You know why? Because if Brock Lesnar's the champion, we get Paul Heyman. This is the reason why everyone loves Brock Lesnar.
I understand it, and I don't blame Brock for getting the check.
Nope.
I see what Brock. Yo, if you're gonna put me in a private plane, send me anywhere, and put me over and pay me millions for it, sign me up. Brock, you're a smart man. But the problem is, there's dudes that are there all day, every day, risking their health and literally the health of everybody around them to wrestle.
Yeah.
Dude, that's disrespectful, sir. And then you book E like garbage, and you go, it's not working. You know why it's not working? Because of you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Your fault is not working. Easy as that. Like you said before, Shinsuke Nakamura, completely your fault.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And I sent you that statement that he made.
Yeah.
Where matter of fact, let me see if I can find it. So I can get it word for word. He goes, after all, I want to get involved in the highest throne. I have the Intercontinental Championship, but I often team up with Boogs. And I have more tag matches than singles. Come to think of it, everyone is in a duo like veterans and young people. Even in NXT, it's like Handsome, Juro, and Kushida it is to increase the chances. Time. Yeah, jacket time. It's to increase the chances of appearing on the program together while raising the young talent by forming a combination. Anyway, since I came to WWE, I have achieved the Grand Slam if I get the WWE Championship, so I would like to aim for that. My man is basically, the WWE schedule is so light and I don't have to actually wrestle anymore all right, I want to be champion and I want to mean something.
You know what's crazy? When you take the passion out of a guy that built the character himself. At one point, I remember reading it was an interview with him when he goes, at this point, I'm just happy that I'm in a place where I could surf and I get paid for it.
Yep.
That is where they have Shinsuke at this point. He's just happy that I'm near the beach, and I can go surf whenever I want because he loves to surf. When in Japan, he was literally the biggest thing, even over your champion.
Yeah.
It was like Freddie Mercury and Michael Jackson met Bruce Lee, and they all balled into one.
Yeah.
That's literally what you had with him.
He made the Intercontinental title in New Japan Pro Wrestling more important than the world title because it main event in Wrestle Kingdom.
And with all due respect, it did look cooler than that one.
It did.
Because he brought out the white strap, you know what I mean? And he had that entrance that was a fucking party in itself. And it's funny because the Japanese fans aren't like that. But they would get hyped with him. They usually, to show respect, they'd be on some, they clap when it's a good move. If you ever see any Japanese shows, you know this. But when he came out, they were like, we could party a little bit.
Yeah.
Shinsuke.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's the king of strong style, not the artist of strong style. So I don't know what the artist of strong style means. I don't know what that means.
Yep.
I don't know what that means, but I know what the king of strong style means. Because it's the guy that wrestled Brock. You know what I'm saying? He wrestled Brock before, and he gave Brock, and people always forget, Shinsuke is a legit dude. He did MMA before he got into wrestling. So he can go. It's not like I built a reel where he got waxed.
Yeah.
The man can go if he needs to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you take the love of me building my own character out of a guy like that, all he wants to do is surf, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah. And
that's a gift, by the way. That's a power.
No, seriously. And a little fun fact for everybody who doesn't know much about New Japan Pro Wrestling. In Japan, back in the day, you had Pride and you had New Japan Pro Wrestling. Those were the major sports, combat sports they had in Japan. And they wanted to legitimize Pride because New Japan Pro Wrestling was the bigger show. So what they did was they had New Japan Pro Wrestlers actually become MMA stars, MMA fighters to fight in Pride. And they had Pride fighters fight in New Japan Pro Wrestling. So that's why this Shinsuke Nakamura, Yushin Okami, other Japan wrestlers
they would come over to each other. Yeah,
they have MMA records, and Pride is not like the UFC. That shit is ruthless. You kick somebody, you could soccer kick somebody's head off while they're on the ground. That shit's ruthless.
I miss those days.
Yeah,
miss those. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a reason a lot of dudes don't remember any of their fights is because there was a lot of soccer kicks.
Yes.
I mean, soccer kicks and stomps, by the way, like straight stomping in your dome, man. But when Shinsuke started on the MMA side and realized, I can beat somebody here, and then I don't have to get my head kicked in, which is nothing wrong with that. Brock did the same thing.
Yep.
Let me do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's also why the New Japan Pro style style is harder than WWE. It looks more realistic. It's harder hitting. It's because it has to fit in that MMA realm of the realism. But
you have the, as anybody would tell you, here they call it stiff, right? Working stiff. Over there, it's just called the strong style. It's like you'll see a guy like Moxley and I forgot the other gentleman's name, where they're just beating the snot out of each other. And you're like, that's not legit. I go, bro, you get in there and take some of those forearms. Yeah, you don't want to get a concussion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, seriously.
Like, it's legit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So, all right. Show has a question for you, Lay. He goes, do you think Nakamura and Asuka would be a bad mixed tag team? I personally don't. But
no. And you know what's funny? The year that they won the Rumble, one after the other, which I was completely hyped about.
Me, yeah.
You know
I believe everybody was.
Well, because we were all probably thinking Japan's taking over. That's
Absolutely.
it. We got our Japan people. They're taking over, especially after the hype that they left on NXT with.
Absolutely.
So that hype behind, like, you put the hype now, you put Shinsuke and Asuka in the Rumble, and they win now. It's okay. It wouldn't be bad. However, when they first won that Royal Rumble, it was more of a bigger deal because they just came from NXT. So it made it feel a little bit more special because that's when we're citing mad heads from Japan. They weren't the first ones. They were just one of the many that actually transitioned over well compared to some who haven't.
Absolutely. And it's funny because Shinsuke was like maybe 2 or 3 weeks, a couple of months removed from that insane match he had with Sami Zayn.
Yep.
Like that takeover that you're like, God damn, see, this is what we're talking about here. And he comes, he wins it, and then him and AJ have a match that I was like, you guys, you this Dick City shit is not low blow. What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah, that was.
If you've seen the New Japan match, you guys get a chance to look up AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura in New Japan.
Yeah.
And then do yourself a favor. Just watch the highlights of the shit they had in WrestleMania and be the judge for yourself.
Yeah, they spit in the
Yo.
face of international wrestling with that shit.
Yep. Because that match, when they first had it, you're like, it's like we said before, a classic New Japan match. You had the ups, 3 stages of it, but fuck, was it amazing.
Yo, what is homeboy's name that he fought Cedric Alexander in the Cruiserweight Classic?
Kota Ibushi.
Ibushi?
Koto Ibushi.
Kota Ibushi.
There you go, yeah.
Look
he
up.
refused to sign with WWE.
Yeah, look up Kota Ibushi and Shinsuke.
I'm okay. That's what happens with guys that look like me.
Yeah.
I become SmackDown #1 announcer.
Yep.
I'm fine.
Kota Ibushi and Shinsuke Nakamura, look up any one of their matches. And those two would literally be your favorite match and the best match you've ever seen. Because I remember the first ever Wrestle Kingdom I've stayed up for to watch. That was the main event. And I was like, wow.
Yep.
Fucking wow, bro. And not too many matches do I go, wow. I'm talking about Undertaker, Shawn Michaels won WrestleMania.
Yep.
I go, wow. This shit, I didn't even know who the fuck they were. And I was like, yo, this is what we need. This is what we've been looking for.
I'm going to tell you right now. In Japan, Buja and Kenny Omega were called the Golden Lovers. And that name, not only did they get over, they were an amazing tag together. And Kenny was not the cleaner. Kenny was this blonde dude from Winnipeg that, you're just like, who the hell? But it works. And then Kenny slowly became the cleaner. And Ibushi became this fucking international beast of a cruiserweight, lightweight kind of guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what we're ultimately trying to say is WWE knows a great way to fuck up a great thing.
Oh, yeah.
And Joe said it the best. It's like you're trying to make them your thing instead of just running with their thing.
Yep.
Like they came for the package. You know what I'm saying? They literally came like, it's very simple. It's like if I get a pair of shoes from Toe, right? And they're dope already. Then I start remixing them on my own. And I'm like, but they're already fire.
Yeah.
Like you give me the foam pods, the Penny Hardaways, and I start coloring it. I'm like, my man, it's fine the way it is. Leave it alone. Just put the sneakers on and go about your business.
You don't need neon pink shoelaces.
Yeah. What the fuck are you doing? Don't put flares
None
on
of that shit.
Word.
None of that shit.
Yeah.
It's dope. Leave it.
Yep.
The best thing sometimes not fucking with things is the best thing you can do with things.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Why fix something that's not broken? It doesn't make sense.
Not only is it not broke, it's amazing the way it is.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, because it's not their original shit. That's why they cannot stop leaving it alone.
Absolutely.
That's why. If it's not their original idea, they're not with the shits. It doesn't matter how much money it made to another company, to another country, to another continent. What matters is the fact that that's not our idea. We can't take it. Let's talk about partnership with them. Nah, fuck these assholes. We're just gonna change the name.
Yep.
And
that's what they did.
When that individual, male or female, or tag team has that built-in fan base that you can bring over, and you find a way to go fuck that fan base. Everything you loved about that guy or that tag team or that woman or whatever. No, we don't care for you.
Yep.
Why? So when you go over to Japan or maybe Europe or whatever, those people are going to come see that one individual or that tag team or that woman. That's no effort made there. That's because all you did was sign them and let them wrestle. It's
like if Tupac went from Death Row to Def Jam, and Def Jam says, you're not a country star because there are a lot more people buying country music than rap.
Exactly.
And everybody,
now you're a jazz musician.
Yeah.
Fuck rap.
Yeah.
Clearly what you've been good at already for years. We don't want to know that. That's like it's like Boyz II Men. Now you're a polka band, right?
You're gonna do tap dancing.
I don't know what that means.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's just you just sit. You know what's funny? I was I watched Finn Balor in his first Junior Cup match, for the we actually get a trophy, but they actually get a belt, and I'm like, all right. And this is before Rock and Roller. This is like fresh face from Ireland, Finn. So I was saying Prince Devet. Somebody that goes, I know who that is. Same guy. Same dude. And I'm watching the match, and I'm over here thinking in my head, I'm happy he didn't go over there like that.
Yeah.
That early. Because they would have fucked up any success he would have had. Like when I saw the match, I believe he was 21. I believe. Now he's 35, I think, or something like that. Or closer to that. But the point is, they would have got him then, they would have fucked him up way badly. Because at that point, they still weren't fucking with international guys. And he was purely international. Like, once he starts talking, I go, that accent is so thick. I'm like, yo, I can't understand you, brother. I can understand him now. Or once he got with Bullet Club, I was like, yo, I thought Sheamus was bad. I don't understand you, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking in my head, yo, at least Finn had a good run in New Japan and NXT that, later in this year, you're like, all right, that's cool. And he'll make a great coach. But you're like, at least they didn't fuck that up. That youthful, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Gotta be paying him great.
Yeah. So, all right, three things. One, Jose G says WWE sucks balls. Two, YG OG goes, speaking of Brock, I see him losing the World Heavyweight title to Bobby Lashley at the Royal Rumble, and at some point, Brock defeating Roman Reigns to win the Universal title, and then facing Drew McIntyre.
Does the winner also get Paul Heyman?
I believe
between Brock and Roman. Does the winner also get Paul Heyman?
What's going on?
They're gonna put him in a Shark Tank on above.
Probably,
they're gonna put him in they're gonna Jericho him or Enzo Amore him and put him on the Shark Tank above him.
Yeah.
On the pole, they're gonna put him on the pole like Vince Russo. Put him on the pole.
They just said put him on a pole.
Wow. The Brock and McIntyre thing sounds like the good old boys' wet dream.
Yeah.
Except now, instead of being with no fans, get it, if they do that, I'm telling you right now, and I will never watch WWE again because there is no reason for Roman not to be in it. It makes no sense. Your whole build is Roman, Paul Heyman, and Brock. There's this triangle of owning a human being. So for some reason, McMahon thinks it's hilarious.
Yeah.
He thinks owning people is hilarious. Nobody sees.
It's so true.
Nobody sees that? Nobody sees where I'm coming from?
Oh, I see it. I see it. What's going on? What's going on,
So
Kenny?
my thing is, you already got stuff in there plugged in. We just finished saying this. Roman is a run that you cannot emulate right now for him. Why? And I'm saying I'm knocking him, but why would you do that? And I'm afraid that now that he said that, I can see it clear as day. I can see that happening. Like, fuck Roman, he did enough for us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Interesting. And I'm scared of it happening now. I really am now.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of seeing that. Of Roman on a run of a lifetime for anybody, and then they do this. From what he went, from him being force-fed to us, and then we're like, yo, I actually want to see Roman wrestle. Fuck it, yeah, I'm with the whole vibe he's doing. And then this happens. I didn't know. I didn't need to see that, but I'm scared now.
Yeah.
Right now.
Word. Yo, keeping it in day one, because everybody is talking about the keeping day one. What was your match of the night, if you had one?
I would have to say the Usos and,
tag team. Yep.
I can't do that because we know what they're gonna do. They're gonna come in. Those guys steal the show.
All the time, though. All the time.
I don't know why they keep putting them in the first match because everybody has to get up to their level. But I would have to say, yo, not for nothing. Becky and Liv, I did not expect that. Becky and Liv, I did not expect that.
Becky and Liv was good.
I didn't expect it from Liv. You know what I'm saying? So I was sitting there pleasantly surprised. I'm like, yo, Liv had the match of her career on Raw, and then she goes, I can do it again. She did, and better.
Yeah.
And like you said it before, I saw the whole story in that match. Not the main event that was like 8 minutes. And don't get me wrong, a bunch of big dudes doing horse moves. I'm never mad at it. But why did Biggie take the pin? Going back, it's Liv and Becky.
Yeah. Is it? What was your match of the night? Because I want to get into that point also. But what was your match of the night, Gigi?
Becky and Liv was good. I mean, like Lay said, the tag team will always steal the match. It will always be overall the match of the night. Why? Because when you put New Day together with the Usos, you know you're going to get magic. You know, even if they had to half-ass the fucking match because they were rushed, in the pre-show on top of that, like just throwing it out there for all those other matches that they had. I'm just happy that they got a match on the actual pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Instead of the pre-show. They're always getting the matches on the pre-show. At least it was the first match that opened the show, and it was a smart fucking idea because that will get the crowd hot.
And no one was there for the pre-show. I think 6 people saw Ricochet break this dude's face live.
I didn't even know that match even happened until I read that he broke his nose.
Ricochet and
that's that match. That's the match I didn't see. I just saw the fact that he stomped on his nose. You see what happens when
that's the only thing I saw.
With Sheamus? It's because he's paired with Sheamus.
Yep.
He's gonna break his nose, you stupid bastard. I'm sorry, go ahead.
The only thing I saw from that match was the GIF that I posted up that I found on Twitter. And the aftermath of a broken nose. His bruised ass face and everything like that. That's the only thing I saw from that. Aside from that, I do have to agree. Becky and Liv, for being the only female match on the pay-per-view, like just the females, right? Because we didn't have anybody else. We didn't have Charlotte out.
I think Sasha was injured at this time because of Charlotte. And
right, because the house show event.
Yeah, and Tony Storm left, and I don't think anybody on. There was no females on SmackDown.
It should have been an open challenge. Charlotte. I think the best way they could have booked that on some real ass shit, have Charlotte come out and just go on the mic. So let's clear the elephant in the room here. I have no opponent. She can't seem to keep herself in one piece for more than a month before she goes away or probably does another movie or a show. Who cares? She's not here. And the other one, she couldn't even cut it to be part of the big boys or the big girls, pretty much. Because you know how WWE likes to take digs, and the person to go ahead and make a dig out of anybody would be Charlotte and would be for her character.
Oh yeah.
And then just to be like, day one, let's do this right. I'm issuing an open challenge to any women in the locker room, and then start a brand new feud from it.
Who would you have come out? Because instantly I'm thinking Doudrop.
Doudrop would have been good if she wasn't built up as a joke. I honestly wish that Alexa. I know they're probably saving Alexa Bliss. I mean, they are for next week Raw.
She's with
but it would have been dope. I don't know if she picked him up. I don't know that. He might have canceled that ride as she was on her way over there, and he probably got the cancellation fee for that, or she could have been waiting and still got the cancellation fee because she had to go after a certain amount of time. Get a trip canceled, and he couldn't find her. Probably, hopefully she picks him up on the way, but I don't know. The way budget cuts are looking like, I don't know if that P card is actually going to be working now.
Show said Bailey. I would hold Bailey
Bailey
for the
is
Rumble.
still injured.
I would hold
Bailey
her
is
for the
still
Rumble.
injured. She can't come. She wants to come back, but they won't take her off the shelf just yet. She's still injured.
Yo, high side of the ropes. Well, first off, he goes, Ricochet's still there? You know, surprisingly, he is. He hasn't been cut yet. And two, he goes, anyone to beat Charlotte. Get the ref down here. Let them be. Get Dana Brooke.
I don't think I've ever wanted a more of an NXT call up at that moment. Like bring up Raquel and be like, Raquel comes in and beats her, and I'm like, I'm with it.
Yeah.
That would be dope. Raquel would have been
Raquel coming in
a great pick.
And you book her the way you should have booked Rhea.
Yeah.
Get
Agreed.
it right this time, folks. Yo, not gonna lie to you, same kind of wrestler, same deal. You could get it right this time. This is your second shot to get this right. Just saying.
It's true though.
Yeah, Voices of Misery podcast said Bailey's injured, but that ass is 100%. You know, it's true though. It's true. But yo, I've seen videos of her.
Tight.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I've seen videos of her in the gym now. She started day one with a trainer. Like she's doing the ropes, the battle ropes and shit like that. So she might be a little bit farther along than we're thinking. But
we're led to believe. You know they do that.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, she's like 2 months out. All of a sudden she shows up on Stomping Grounds. I don't know the new pay-per-views now. I don't know what they're called.
Yeah.
Great balls of monkey nuts. I don't know. Something.
Yeah.
But the point is,
shake it nice and roll them. There you
go.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like I think it's day 31. That's the Royal Rumble now. I think, right? That's what they call them.
Oh no! Last day is gonna be one of them.
Yeah,
and then they'll release everybody that's on that pay-per-view.
Yeah. The new pay-per-view could be called the release of NXT.
There we go. Yeah,
because all they fucking do in NXT is release people.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
All right, so where do we go from here? Bobby Lashley's the number one contender for Brock Lesnar.
Listen, by the way, that is the one thing I like about what happened.
Yes.
Because
agreed.
Everybody,
we've been wanting this.
Bobby Lashley and their mother has been asking for this.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's cool. I'm cool.
And and it was always been told that it's being kept as to protect both parties because it wouldn't make sense of a storyline. And it's not like Lashley's been quiet about this. Lashley's been very loud and outspoken. Like, I'm waiting for Brock. I'm waiting for him. You want to come around? You can holler at me. I want to holler at him.
Word.
Nothing. My fear is that the people, we get what we want, right? We get Bobby versus Lashley. Bobby versus Lashley. Wow. Bobby versus Brock.
He can pull it off.
Oh, man. But yeah, no, Brock and Bobby. It's a match that we all want, but how, man, I just don't want them to write this shitty. Because then I'm going to be disappointed.
But the thing is, Paul Heyman's there.
That's what I would let Paul handle that.
Paul Heyman.
Paul has said it many times, like, yo, I would love to book them.
He can sell it. And not for nothing, the lineage of both men's careers mirror each other in one way or another. Because Brock Lesnar was a Division I college wrestling champion. Bobby Lashley wrestled for the Army. They both MMA records. Bobby Lashley, I believe, is undefeated in Bellator, and Brock Lesnar is UFC heavyweight champion. They both came back to wrestling. They both WWE champions now. You know what I'm saying? They're both brolic motherfuckers. Just their history alone mirrors each other. Paul Heyman and MVP talk it out. Don't let them talk. They should straight up be what Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar WrestleMania should have been.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to see one standing behind one with the belt, the other one standing behind just on some. We're gonna do this eventually. If you put a mic in either one of their hands, I will. First of all, whoever's idea is, I will shoot you myself. I will come to wherever that event is happening. Like, who said give these men a mic?
Yeah, for real.
Put it two right between your eyes with some John Wick shit.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Definitely.
Unfortunately, it's gonna happen.
Two guys that that are masters on the mic, because MVP is nasty on the mic. People forget that.
Yeah.
Yep.
When he was, the free agent guy.
Yep. Montel Vontavious Porter.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, Paul Heyman is completely unfair to the world.
This is true.
It's just next level. You know what I mean?
And the difference between Paul Heyman, the advocate, and Paul Heyman, the wise man, is Paul Heyman, the advocate, talks shit. The wise man doesn't. The wise man advises people. He lets Roman talk his shit, and he backs him up. The advocate talks shit. And Paul Heyman,
the advocate talks for the
shit,
champion. Yeah. The advocate definitely is the one that handles it. The business aspect of the wise man. You know, that's like you said. Roman talks his shit. Roman can handle a promo on the mic, even though he has some hiccups here and there. But we all heard Brock scream and say the word bitch. And it's just like, nah, son, what are we doing here?
Yo,
his new mic work.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Well, his new word. That's what's up.
Sorry about that.
The shit that he has been doing though on the mic, it's all right. The shit that he has been doing like in the last couple of weeks, it has made me chuckle a few times, especially with Sami Zayn and shit like that. It made me chuckle just a little bit. So, it's like it's not all lost, but we're talking about badass Brock Lesnar. Definitely you're gonna need Paul Heyman, and I love it. I love how it's always gonna be spinned as my advocate. I told you niggas. He's my advocate.
He's
like, I've been trying to tell y'all niggas, he's my advocate. Like, that nigga's my bitch first before he was ever your bitch. It's okay. I'm going to let you think what you want to think. Free agent? Sure. Let them believe this shit.
Word. You know what's crazy? He looks like he's having fun, Brock Lesnar. This looks like him Money in the Bank, Brock Lesnar. He's looked like he's having fun.
And the thing I like about dynamic is that with Brock, like you said, him and talks. With Roman, it was a fear.
Yeah.
Or something like when the mic and give him the mic. I'm gonna give him the mic easy. I'm gonna hand it to him. Relax.
Take it easy.
Uso with Jay. Give him the mic. I do. Relax. I'm gonna give it to him here.
You're still holding it. You're still holding it.
And with Brock, like the whole thing when he did with Brock in the Bobby Lashley thing, when he goes, "Yo, I told Brock to his face that Bobby put it on you during that match," and Brock just stood there on some like he put it on you, son. So that's a dude to be worried about. With Roman, he would have been on some. Damn, I don't want to tell him that. I'm letting cousins do it. So that, but I don't know. I swear to God, if you give him the Money in the Bank briefcase to Brock, he would be doing a running man right now.
Yeah.
That and he's dressed in the way like he lives.
Mm-hmm.
Like he came from Deliverance.
Yeah, for real.
Saying like he slaughtered a pig before he got to the arena. It's the kind of shit he likes to do.
Yeah, he bring in a hog. He said, "Fuck catering, guys. I got dinner." Bow.
Exactly.
That's it.
Yo, Ricochet, cut it up. You ain't doing anything else.
Word, break its nose, Ricochet. You know how to do that shit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what do we do here? Who wins, Bobby or Brock? I favor Bobby Lashley winning.
Me too.
But what do you think?
Yeah, I would.
Bobby.
It would be better long term for the company if Bobby wins, because eventually Brock's going to leave.
Yeah.
We all know this. Yeah. This is not a secret.
But then you can have your Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar at the Rumble. Because if Big E wins the Royal Rumble, he got to go after Bobby Lashley.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he can go after Roman, and that'd be a good program, but I kind of want to see him go after Bobby Lashley legitimately this time and not ruin it. I can't feel his Money in the Bank cash in to be special to me because he basically said it the day of. Like, yo, guys, by the way, I'm the new WWE champion. They Tony Schiavone the shit. And, you know.
I am not going to lie to you. I was expecting it to turn out like Cena and Sandow. And Baron. Yeah. Remember they did their shits and they completely failed. By the way, they never bring up that Cena failed his cash in.
Yep.
They only say Sandow and Corbin.
Yep.
They almost never mention that Cena tried and failed. I'm like, yo, but hold on.
Cena should fucking fail.
2 people have done it. I go, no, folks. 3 people have called it and failed. And Cena did it epically on Raw.
If I'm not mistaken, Cena was the first one to fail, right?
You know what's funny? You might be correct on that one. You might be right on that one. You might be right. He started that trend.
Yeah.
You're right. I think you're right. Because remember, Sandow tried to cash it in on him.
Yeah.
And failed. Oh, Steve is back. I don't know what just happened there.
Yeah, I don't know.
I saw her camera kind of cutting out.
Yeah. On the stream, her camera cut out, but on my chat, she didn't cut out. But now she's. Uh-oh.
Okay. See?
Yeah.
Steve's back.
Fucking Steve, bro. Steve.
Fucking Steve.
You and Johnny Knoxville going to Royal Rumble.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. I want to like just briefly glance over that because
Oh yeah, let's because that happened in day one also.
I hope. I mean, he's 1,000 now, but I hope he gets like kind of eradicated. Because the last time anybody from Jackass was on Raw, was on any WWE thing, they fucked that up horribly.
Yeah.
Like Steve-O was pissing people off. I forgot who was in the ring with. That they started beating the snot out of him and go, yo, stop smiling. Somebody started stomping him out like, yo, you're not supposed to be laughing.
I'm about to stomp out Steve.
Oh, you should.
Fuck Steve.
Yo, word.
All right?
Word. Fuck Steve.
Steve. What was that, man? What was that?
Fucking bitch.
We good. We've been good for like the last 2 weeks, man. You haven't fucked with my shit, all right?
Word.
Fuck you, Steve.
You know what's crazy? Right now, we're talking about Johnny Knoxville being in the Royal Rumble. And I'm sitting here going, damn, that's a waste of a fucking entrant. Because you barely have any fucking wrestlers left. Why can't they just fucking be on TV for once? I'm pretty sure there's a wrestler on the roster that has not been on TV, or like Shinsuke Nakamura. He hasn't wrestled. Let him be in the Royal Rumble. Let's see if he can still do it. We know he can walk. Because that's all he does is just walk to the ring. Let's see if he can wrestle a little bit, please.
I can't. Look, at this point, put Van Wagner in there.
Yeah.
By the way, I was watching a little thing with him, like a little clip. He got his name wrong. On TV in NXT, he got his own name wrong. And I was like,
what?
I was like, wait. This dude has not rehearsed his name enough that he knows how to say it properly. He got it wrong.
Wow.
Yeah. This is the state of NXT. By the way, congratulations, Carmelo Hayes, for winning the Cruiserweight Championship. I'm a big fan of Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes is one of those guys that Cap was talking about. Even if he's not in the title picture, he can make a great program because he has charisma and camera development. And here's the shocker, folks. Get ready. He can wrestle.
Yeah. He's definitely one of those guys that when WWE cuts him, AEW is going to benefit.
Absolutely. And he has a look to him, clean cut dude, you know what I'm saying? But and you know what? And here's the fun part is, don't it out for you folks. If you don't know this Carmelo Hayes, I don't know if you don't know familiar with Carmelo and the name who coach you. He's an African American gentleman.
Ooh.
And they gave him 2 belts. So there's something there.
Hey, the third one's silent.
No, yeah, so there you go. Okay. But yeah, congratulations to him. It was it was Roderick Strong and him, so that you can't have a bad match there. And now Roderick can get released and go to AEW. Listen.
I was about to say, like, without that title, he's like Black and Gold's last of the Mohicans. Last of the Mohicans, I swear to you, he is, and it's only going to be a matter of time. If I fear for him, I hope that he gets an entry in the Rumble, so we can at least see him after the Rumble type shit. Because at this point, the way they're getting rid of NXT, I mean, I would rather see him at least a little bit of a run in the main roster possibility. New NXT guy, he has a good name. It's just, man, I fear for him now.
Yeah.
Remember when he beat the United States champ and the IC champ, who was ironically Shinsuke at the time. He beat, I forgot who was the U.S. champ at the time.
What I believe the champ was AJ Styles.
Possibly, but he beat both of them. And like when they did that Survivor Series.
Yes.
He beat both of them. He was a North American champion.
Yes.
And it was a great match.
You know who I can see him feuding with, all honesty? Damian Priest.
Me too. I can see that.
I think that run for the United States title, I think that would be awesome.
I have no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Because especially his thing in ROH was that he was in like a all-around actual wrestler. You know what I'm saying? Like he had the varsity jacket and all that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it would make sense. You know what I'm saying? And I would not be against that. They want to wrestle 4 times in at least 2 months. Let's make that happen.
Yeah. It was
drop this I get mad when people slap me.
Yes, please get that the fuck out of here. It was AJ Styles. Yeah. It was AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Roderick Strong at Survivor Series.
Yeah, always remember the secondary titles for everybody.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I remember
that was the year that Abu Dhabi kidnapped our wrestlers.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That would be that.
Yeah.
When you saw the picture of Brody going.
Yep.
All right, Brody. Yep.
And you could tell
man.
I should have left this company when I had the chance.
Word.
That's the look he had on his face.
Yep. Yo, speaking of that, Jose goes, question: if you were a free agent, would you even go to WWE knowing that the WWE kills characters?
No.
I'm I don't want to say I'm 50-50. However, being someone who's always dreamt about it, right? You never know your chances until you fucking take them. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't say no, but if I'm unhappy at the same time, I'm not going to be mad at myself because at least I took that chance and opportunity to try it out there, whether even I stayed in catering and just kind of like, you know, just talk to people. There's so many people that's back there that you can kind of grab a little bit of their attention from and just a little bit of knowledge to help you grow as a character, whether you get put on camera or not, you know? Yeah. I would not say no to an opportunity to WWE. I'll be pretty pissed if it didn't work out. I'll be pretty pissed if they did me dirty compared, you know, to like how they did a lot of people. You know, some people it's just understandable, like, okay, you know, it was parted ways, contracts ended. You know, some don't have that sour taste in their mouth after they leave the WWE. Some people just are grateful. Like, thanks for the opportunity. It was cool while I was there. I had no problem, no beef during my time there. Yeah. I'm going to try to, you know, I'm going to see what else is out there. Yeah. I would never say no to an opportunity to WWE, especially the credibility that WWE always had for, you know, for decades upon decades. The good, the bad, the ugly, the most beautiful things that comes out of it, whether it's matches and storylines, entrances. There's always a little bit of that Disney magic WWE brings in some sort of way.
Yeah.
You know, they try. And you can't be mad at that. So I would definitely take that opportunity and go with WWE. And if it don't work out, then it don't work out. At least I say I was there, tried it out. It is what it is.
I'll tell you one thing though. It depends. All right, so let's say me now, the way I am, I'm a wrestler. If I had the opportunity to go to Japan first, I think I would go to like Japan or AEW or someplace like that, get my name, and then go to WWE and try to be someone that you have to put me in a spot where I can succeed. Because as a new person, they're literally playing with you. You know, unless you have the look like a unless you're part of the family with Roman Reigns, you know, you're not getting anywhere. But look at Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens doesn't have the look of a WWE guy, but they treat him like one because of his lineage outside of the WWE, because of his name outside of the WWE. AJ Styles came in and became a main eventer. AJ Styles tried out for the WWE before WCW and did nothing on Velocity.
Remember, McMahon said, "I regret not signing AJ."
Yes.
He said it. I regret not signing him.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But I believe if I had a chance when, and it was a serious thing, I would sign just like Gigi said, lifelong WWE fan. It'd be like playing baseball and not playing for the Yankees.
Absolutely correct, yeah. Like I would definitely go the route of New Japan, ROH, or someone in the Indies getting my name up, and then same thing as Toe. Because the thing is when you know the industry and you've seen it, and you see, like, look, with Finn Balor is a perfect example of a name, right? They know the guy, and then Finn isn't a prototypical WWE guy, but he has a look.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He has a reputation. So you bring him over, and then you change him to Finn Balor, whatever you want to change it. But the point is, everybody knows who that guy is. When he showed up at NXT, I remember my boy him goes, "Who's that?" I go, "He was in New Japan. You ever heard of Bullet Club?" "Yeah, that's the guy that leads the Bullet Club." And he left. They did something else. He goes, "Oh, okay. Well, wasn't he another name, Prince Devitt? But Finn Balor is a mixture of him being Irish and all that."
Yeah.
I had to break it down, but the point is, see what I'm saying? That's a name. People knew him, brought him over, and NXT, great job. Made to the main roster, he was doing good till Seth fucking Rollins.
Yeah.
Fucking Rollins had to decide the buckle bomb is a good idea outside of the ring. Seth, you can fuck yourself.
Word. And
but
you get that for Sting too, motherfucker.
Yeah, absolutely. Retired him, but luckily Sting is doing body drops off the top of the rope to the outside. God bless FTR.
Yeah.
and MJF for catching him.
Hell yeah.
Guys, amazing job.
Yo,
bless you guys. That's amazing. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's how I would do it. I wouldn't go in there fresh baby face, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lose to Riddick Moss and this dude, or I'm gonna be one of their lackeys until somebody goes, "Let's release him."
Yeah.
I can't. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I could the other way around. I'd be like, I got there, I tried, it failed. AEW, you got my number.
Yep. So Jose goes, Tony Storm left because of that bullshit. I mean, that's a rumor as of late. There was no confirmation of what she said. But
again, like I said, everybody has their own opinion. Everybody has different. Not everybody's going to feel the same.
Yeah.
It's not. It's humanly impossible to make everybody feel the same about this company.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? I wouldn't do this shit that Reggie's doing with the WWE 24/7 title, but I would do the shit that Santino Marella did with Santina, because they at least let him go all out with that.
Oh, I understand.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you want me to do something stupid, let me do it my way. Let me go all the way with this shit.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like I'm running down the hallway in a hot dog costume. Like people at my job know me as a glizzy now. I don't know what the fuck.
Come on, glizzy?
Because I had the hot dog costume. I had a hot dog costume. You don't see the short? That's what they.
And we saw it.
Yeah. I don't.
But we didn't know the nickname. We saw the video, but we didn't know there was a nickname for it.
If you were in a donut suit, that would have made sense. The glizzy.
Apparently, that's what they call hot dogs now, glizzies.
What?
Who the fuck calls it that?
I thought I was the only one that didn't know this shit. Yeah.
I didn't know what
you talking about. Yeah.
Wait. I'm gonna ask somebody that's I feel is cooler than me with the younger people. 1 second.
Yeah, do you think?
Okay.
Yeah. But if
they,
that's what it's weird. It makes no sense, but that's what they call it. And I'm actually happy that my group of people don't know this shit either.
Jizz, unbelievable.
I was just told by my lady that is what the young people are calling it. By the way, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's probably the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
It is the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Why it's called the glizzy? I mean, somebody can explain
it
to me.
It's a fucking hot dog.
I don't know. It's a hot dog.
Why are we changing names?
In the words of Cabs, it's a sandwich.
Explain to me.
I'm gonna go Cabs. Now that everybody's called, if I hear somebody calling it a glizzy, I'm gonna go, no, it's a sandwich. Now I'm going that route.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go the opposite way.
Or a taco.
Well, taco's apparently a sandwich.
Yeah.
So no longer Taco Tuesday, it's Sandwich Tuesday.
That's right. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But going back to
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that until Krill's confirmed it for me. So that's how I knew.
Cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, he's a cool cat. Yeah,
He's in the know. You know what
yeah.
You know who I feel like would know that? I don't know why. I feel like Show would have known that.
Yeah, Show knows some shit.
I feel like Show would have known that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yo, you said it. I was like, yo. I thought when you said, I was like, yo, you weren't a donut. You were a hot dog. When
you know
I've seen the clips more times than I should admit to it. Because it's fucking hilarious. Yo, if I'm at work and I'm about to fucking snap somebody's neck, go, I can find it. There it is.
Yeah. You guys have no idea how proud I am to call you my friends, because you also are like, why the fuck are they calling hot dogs glizzies? I was like, yes.
Yo, I am literally bad shit going over. Like, wait,
I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
I mean, I'm trying to figure out if this is like a topping, but it's not. I don't understand.
Ketchup the whole time. Donuts.
Fucking what is that shit? No, like I don't get this shit from Shake Shack, get that cheese melted. There's nothing glizzy about that. That shit is like melted cheddar cheese. What? I don't understand this generation, and it hurts my head.
Yeah, it does. It's sad.
I swear to God, I'm like, yo, if you call a donut that, I got no problem.
Yeah.
Because there's glazed donuts.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Get it? A hot dog.
It's a glazy jizz on the donut.
Dog, AKA sandwich. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, once again, I don't know what's going on.
You know what? I take it personal when they say that. I'm like, yo, first off, no offense, but I'm not gay, so I don't know why the fuck you call me a glizzy. I feel like that's a gay term, and they're just hiding it with hot dog. I feel like that has something to do.
It's a glizzy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I can neither confirm or deny it.
Yeah,
so
you know what I'm
saying?
So I took a little offense to it. Like, who the fuck you calling? You know, but hey, it is what it is. But like,
I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't have a very masculine tone to it.
Yeah, it doesn't.
No.
And I know the definition of masculinity is being changed.
Yeah.
But let's be realistic. If a pro wrestler was named Glizzy, you're questioning a lot of it.
Yeah, just like Dewdrop can't be taken serious.
Absolutely correct.
Yeah, it's the same shit. Where the fuck are we?
I had no idea.
Yeah. But yeah, like if they wanted me to do the 24/7 shit, I would seriously be like, yo, we gotta go all out. Like, I'm gonna try to pin Dana, and she's gonna reverse me or throw me in a garbage can or something. I don't want to just run up and down the hallway. Like, people are looking for the egg.
How flexible she is, you know.
Yeah, people are looking for an egg in the garbage can. Like, that shit don't get thrown out every 3 hours. Like, really, nigga? You're in a stadium. You're not in your house. Like, the whole egg hunt shit. I'd have been like, yo, this is the dumbest shit
and the funny thing is, there was no payoff because The Rock never showed up.
Nope.
No.
The Rock, the point of it was, it's tied into The Rock's movie. So The Rock is going to show up. Yo, I'm telling you, son.
The Rock's egg showed up.
I have watched Roman
his seed
sit there and go, what? Like, yo, Roman was not even, he was like, why am I in here? He had the look on his face like, yeah, whatever. Are we done? Cool.
Yeah.
Whatever this was, nobody was feeling it but McMahon.
Yep.
Whatever that was. But when your biggest star is like, why am I here? What are we doing right now?
Reggie's face was like that when he came out of the fucking limo. He was just like, "What the fuck is that egg?" Like,
yeah.
Why are we cheering? Why are we cheering about The Rock's egg?
Oh my God! Everybody, I'm like,
The Rock's werewolves.
Released a lot of your friends.
Where's The Rock?
And
he ain't here.
That's crazy because it happened right after they released so many people, and the 15 people that were left over were cheering like, "Yeah!" And I'm like,
I'd have been like, I'd have slapped her out his hand and be like, "Yo, you can release me right here in front of everybody."
Yeah.
But believe this will happen after you release me. I'm gonna stomp you out, son.
For real.
You're looking bad, brother.
Yeah.
He started talking. I was like, what? What are you saying?
He kind of looks like he has like the beginning stages of Parkinson's, Vince, because he's starting to shake.
Or a little dementia.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But and he lost that muscle mass too fast.
His whole thing with Austin Theory is uncomfortable to watch. I'm gonna say it again. That is really, really uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah.
Like I saw a highlight, I was like, I can't do this.
It's turning me off from Austin Theory, and I'm not willing to accept he's a good wrestler or not. I don't give a shit. I don't want to see this. I don't want this. He's gonna have to be hit by a car and come back in 6 months as a new person, because it's turning me off. Yeah,
it's really downplaying his talent.
Yeah,
I mean, next
tremendously.
Level. It's terrible. It's taking away all the skill and thing that he's actually good. By the way, his finisher is trash, but everything he's worked for and Evolve and everything, and even in NXT, where he was like a fucking moron, but at least he could still wrestle.
Yeah,
he's a moron that can wrestle. It was like almost like Eugene.
Him and the relationship of Johnny Gargano, like he can pull something off as well as a good like story. Like, you know, Johnny at one point when he's like, I'm not taking this no more, I'm leaving, and then he was gone for like 2, almost 3 weeks, and then he came back. He's like, you're back. He's like, man, I had to be, you know. In a way, it kind of felt like best friends.
Yes.
From AEW. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like he can't tell a good story. It's just that Vince McMahon no longer can hold a story.
Absolutely.
It's not it's not Austin Theory. It's Vince.
No, it is.
It's Vince. It's like, Vince, you can't, like, at once upon a time, you can hold a promo, you can still welcome in your good life, but these skits, you know, the shit that he wants to do backstage, it's just, it's not working.
It's not working at all.
It's funny because the first one, I was like, okay. The second one is that I was like, I don't like where this is going. I was like, yo, by the end of this, Austin Theory's going to come out under the table.
Yeah.
Wipe his mouth off.
So I found it.
And I'm going to go.
Who is he going up against now? Like, who is he picking a feud with? Finn Balor?
Yes, Finn Balor,
The last time I checked, it was Finn, yeah.
Yeah.
And somehow Finn is...
Yo, the camera's like, yo, fuck this out.
We said Finn, and then the turnbuckle gave away on her thing.
That's what happened.
The turnbuckle said, no, I know that name. I'm supposed to give that. The fan said, it's Finn Balor.
I'm watching the feed, so I just literally saw that whole thing just come down. I'm like, I'm waiting for it. There it goes.
Oh, man.
And I agree. Jose,
I thought I was going to be safe because I didn't say, you know, the alter ego. I don't want to say it anymore or say anything because I'm afraid that, you know, it might happen again. Oh, man. That was good. That's what happens when we're live, folks.
Word.
Yeah.
Word. Because no one knows if we're ever going to not be live again at any given moment. You know, we might get copyright struck because the camera acted as Finn Balor. It's like, oh, they broke the turnbuckle too. Throw him out. Ban him.
You said Finn? God. Stop. Vince didn't pay you to do that, all right?
But yeah, all right. Yeah, let's transition over to AEW. I want to because we spoke. You know, this is old news, but a brief. What do you guys think about the Tony Khan Big Swole situation?
That's you know, that's one of those things I feel to be there internally to know more, you know?
Yeah.
And it's I can see it because I mean Scorpio Sky won that brass, whatever the hell that was.
The Sonic brass ring?
Yeah.
Brass ring thing. And I don't remember him doing anything with it.
No.
So
no. He grabbed a big ass Honey Nut Cheerio from the sky.
Like Sonic would be proud of that, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I can't remember the last time they had an actual African American champion, except for right now, with Jade.
Yeah.
And that was literally yesterday.
Yes.
I'm not even being funny. That was yesterday.
Scorpio Sky was the first with the tag team titles.
Well, it's true. That's true. But that was like a trio thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Where they had like the New Day rule or the Freebird rules. They called it the Freebird. You know what I'm saying?
No. Because right after they won the titles, Christopher Daniels stopped wrestling.
Okay.
Right, because that was the whole thing that if Christopher Daniels were to lose another match, he would just quit wrestling or quit being the tag team.
Yeah.
That's right. So, okay, so that's 2.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, tag teams don't really count as, you're champions, but it doesn't really count as.
But here's the thing is, it's this wrestling company is still really, really young.
Yeah.
And that's a thing is like, you can argue facts. Like I've said it before, Sonny Kiss can definitely be a player at one point. Sonny Kiss could definitely be your TNT champion with no problem. You know what I'm saying? I've known Sonny Kiss wrestling since Lucha Underground. Sonny Kiss can wrestle.
Absolutely.
Period. Doesn't matter what you think of, the way the person is. They can go. That's all I give a shit about.
Yeah.
Put them in that ring. I want to see them go.
I mean, we like Goldust.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And the funny thing about Goldust is it was a role.
Yeah.
Sonny Kiss, this is Sonny Kiss's life.
You
know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, you have people here because you have a big roster that you could put into move. Like, there's no reason Hobbs shouldn't be one of your biggest monsters right now. Hobbs should be literally mirroring. Hobbs should be able to go up against Miro and what's that other guy's
Warlow.
name? There you go, Warlow. I always forget. I'm thinking Warlord.
Warlord.
God, I think Warlord every time.
I can see that. I can see
what
that.
I'm saying? But the point is, it should be like that whole Godzilla King. Like it should be 2 beasts going at it at every point. You know what I mean? Because you don't have a lot of big men.
Yeah.
And the one big man you really do have with the 2, they're very old. Mark Henry and Big Show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh,
no, that's true.
But Luchasaurus is the way he moves. It's hard to call him a big man with the way he moves. He's a tall guy, but but that's the thing is
standing next to Brian Cage and Hobbs,
and it just made me think about like last night's match that we saw in Dynamite. I was like, okay,
we'll get into that. Yeah,
how has
we'll get into
that TNT title at least?
Oh, wrestled for it.
Yeah, because Hobbs is one of those people you could transition from the TNT title, right? Once he drops it, the first thing he does is go after the major title. He goes, all right, I'm done with that. Now I want to step my game up. And I'm talking about he loses it that night. At the end of it, he's destroying the champ after a hard match.
Yeah.
He picks up the title. We've seen it before. It's a formula old as time.
Yep.
The big man decides, I dropped the secondary title. This is the title I need now. That was fun. Now it's business.
Yeah, but now he's jobbing out to Orange Cassidy every chance they get.
And that's I like Orange Cassidy. His thing is cool, but to an extent.
Yeah.
Like if Orange Cassidy beats Wardlow in a legit match, I'm gonna go, why?
Word.
Wardlow should go through like a hot knife through butter.
Yeah.
Nothing about Wardlow says, oh, that this shit is gonna be cool. He's gonna be like, no, I'm just gonna powerbomb you 4 times and call it a day. On some Batista shit, just
that's it.
Stack them and just you're done. You know what I mean? So yeah, but like I said, to be innovative should notice it, but you can notice it from afar. You know what I mean? But it's still a pretty young company. But I can see where she's coming from. You know what I mean? Because Big Swole is a very talented wrestler. She unfortunately has something that kind of keeps her, at bay from it.
Yeah, Crohn's, I believe.
You have Velvet that can also go.
Yeah.
And that can be put in a program and can win. So it's weird, man. It's one of those things, It's not like WWE or we all know it's just straight out and out racism.
Yeah.
You've had 3 champions in like 100 years.
And, and to be clear, there's a difference between the racism that you see in real life and the racism you see corporately. Because yes, they're the champions and they have been champions, but let's look at how they were treated as champions.
Absolutely correct.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, yes, I gave you food, but I gave him 7 pieces of chicken and you a half a piece. There's a problem here. It doesn't equate.
Yeah, absolutely. The balance is way off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you were champion for 6 months. You were champion for 2 years. we gotta reevaluate how we're doing this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's just gonna be that though.
Who did Big E wrestle for the title? Because I believe, if I'm counting, he had 3 title matches: the rematch with Bobby Lashley, one with Kevin Owens, and then the 5-way.
I think that might be it.
He did nothing with that title.
He had that champion versus Roman.
Oh,
and it was good, but it didn't mean anything because it wasn't a champion versus champion. It was title versus title. It was just Survivor Series or whatever that was called. It wasn't Survivor Series. Let's be honest.
It was an ego match.
Yeah,
that's it.
But
that was the champion.
Survivor Series ish.
It was bragging rights all over again.
Exactly.
Yeah, pretty much.
They had a pizza match.
Yeah.
That's right.
Because pancakes
I think it was Montez that was fucking flinging pizza to the
pepper, the Pizza Hut shit.
Sorry.
Yeah. Word.
None of the pizzas look soft.
Nope.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying is that's the only thing. He didn't really defended against anybody.
Yeah, he didn't do shit. And if it wasn't for Drew McIntyre, I don't think Bobby Lashley would have defended his title either.
Absolutely not. And the funny thing is, you could have had Bobby Lashley versus Braun, because he did have a good 3-way dance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Could have had it against Braun, but no. You let him go.
Yep.
For reasons, budgets.
Yeah. But I not to go left again, but Gigi, how do you feel about the Tony Khan Big Swole situation?
I think when it first came out, it was a big shock. Something that I don't think anybody kind of saw coming overall. I do feel like certain things were taken out of content and kind of just reared up the ugly of what was said and everything like that. Because even Leo Rush went ahead and tweeted out, nah, you need to apologize for that. And then after, I guess him and Tony kind of sat down and had a conversation, Leo wrote like this huge, essay expressing, the views in every way, like really, I guess, having that one-on-one heart-to-heart type shit.
Yeah.
There's a little bit more back to the story. It was pretty fucked up how it came out, but I do feel like when it comes to diversity, Dante Martin, the whitest black guy does there. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love me some Dante.
Yep.
Dante is fucking dope, man.
Yeah.
I want to see that nigga in the ring all the time, and like you said, Scorpio Sky, right? He's great. And his promos are great. His shit that he's been doing lately, absolutely fantastic. You have to think about it. It's not just them. It's also the Lucha Brothers. It's also Sammy Guevara, Vero. Different people from different places.
I don't know if these are perfect.
I mean,
my God,
I would like to see them be handled more seriously. But
I want to see what is to come now, because all of a sudden the Inner Circle is now somehow coming together. We got Jericho, Santana, and Ortiz, and then somehow we got Eddie Kingston in this shit. All right. If we're all bringing the Inner Circle, we need to also bring in Sammy, because Sammy right now is not doing anything. Okay. And Jake. Jake Hager. We need to bring, if you were going to bring me the Inner Circle, I need to see all of y'all motherfuckers.
I forgot all about Jake Hager.
Yep.
Yo, I forgot about him.
Yep.
Yeah.
That sucks.
The Inner Circle lately has not been feeling like a circle.
Absolutely not.
They're feeling like a triangle.
They're all going their own hexagon ways type shit and everything like that. It's not a circle. And they're all having their own successes and downfalls. All right. Sammy winning, but then losing. You know, more than a championship on top of that. Overall, with his life and shit popping off.
Yeah.
That's right.
And whether he's trolling or not trolling the people with Ty Conti, but I digress.
I feel she might be too good for him.
Oh yeah.
Opinion on my part, she might be too good for him.
Yeah.
It's opinion on my part. I could be wrong. Sammy looks. He looks too. How do I say this? Soft for her. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
Look at Sammy and I think, you know what? Not that guy. There's a couple of guys back there that I'm like, yeah, maybe that guy.
I mean, let's not cut the guy. He's Cuban, so maybe. Yeah. I'm just saying. Let's not cut the guy some short, and whatever. I'm just anyway. Like I said, it sucked the way it came out. And there's more to it. I feel like there's more backstory to it. And a lot of stuff was kind of taken out of content at the same time. And then Tony reacting at the time. Did you guys see the time that he did this? I think it was like 2 something in the morning, almost 3 something in the morning, maybe. Like, cocaine's bad, but put that white girl down. No, I feel like he just went on a rage.
He Donald Trump the shit out of that.
He definitely went on a rage that it just seemed unnecessary. Yeah. Like he got Twitter fingers all of a sudden, like he's raging. Like, bro, okay, this might not have been a smart tweet
at all
from the man who's pretty much.
Can I hand me your phone and your laptop?
Right.
Yeah.
Go to bed.
You know what? The crazy shit is like we're talking about race, right? When you have the money of a Tony Khan, Vince McMahon, Trump, Dana White, you're not white or black. You're green. That's your race. You know what I'm saying? So when Tony Khan's like, but I'm Middle Eastern. No. You're rich, brother. You're controlling shit. There's a difference between a white man that's working for you and a white man that's paying them. You feel me? Like, you're green. So when Big Swole is talking about there's no one that her daughter could look up to or can see herself in your company, you can't say, well, here goes 7 black people. Apparently, her daughter's not seeing them. That's the issue. And it doesn't matter what race you are.
So, with that being said, do we see the win of Jade on TBS last night? The reason or to an answering to what Big Swole said, because not for nothing, I knew at the moment when they went ahead and showed Shorty's husband and the kid, I was like, oh, she's gonna win.
Yeah,
because her kid is right there, and they're not gonna, being that they are, that feel good moment. And when shit is hitting the fan, and Jade is a black woman, she's that bitch winning the TBS title. And that finisher move was a little bit of a botch. But
yeah.
It was still a good match. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that match. But that ending was definitely, she wasn't gonna get to the top rope. She was gonna try to, but it wasn't gonna happen. And even when Ruby came down, it still looked a little off.
Yeah.
Yeah. But still a good match. I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Jade won. and Jade won. I'm surprised that we didn't get to see on camera her going up to her kid.
Yeah, right.
With the title.
Sure.
I was a little bit shocked and surprised to see that.
That would have been.
I would have thought she would have grabbed the title,
held
it, and went straight to him. I know she did that, but they didn't show it on camera. Because I know there was a picture of her with her daughter at the top of the rampage. Rampage on top of.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. On top of the stage with her kid in her hand and the title bout. I definitely saw that, but I would have liked to seen it on camera as well.
Yeah,
but that's just me, because maybe I'm a little bit greedy on that. I like that little family touch to it. You know, it's a good feel good moment when you see it. I'm surprised I just didn't see it on live when we were there. You know, watching. Did I freeze?
No,
okay.
You didn't freeze.
I didn't
No.
Pro Wrestling Podcast put a comment on there, but I wouldn't.
It is so funny. I was about to say, yo, is Pro fucking around with our screens again? What is he doing? Hold up.
Yeah, but all right. So I want to ask you a question, Gigi. As a mom, and your daughter does watch wrestling. If she would have came up to you and was like, I don't see people that look like me wrestling, like, how would that make you feel, like being in Big Swole shoes?
So I would ask it, like, how so? Like, tell me what you don't see. And, you know, like, and I'll hear her and I'll listen to her. And I'm not going to argue with her, but I'm also going to see, okay, so these are the people this is their backgrounds. All right. These two guys right here, Santana and Ortiz, they're Puerto Rican, just like me and you. See this big girl right there? She was like, oh my God, Thunder Rosa just attacked her. Thunder Rosa is Latina. She's Mexican. You know what? You're Latina. And like I try to explain it, and for me, I would want to hear my daughter out, but I will also let her see the things that, you know, I guess that she wouldn't normally see. I probably take my daughter backstage everywhere with me. Be like, yep, she's Latina. She's Latina. This is what we do. This is a family, and this is what we do. We might not see each other on TV, but this is what we do. See, for me, if you tell me that I'm going to be a wrestler and I have my kid, I'm going to have my kid with me backstage as much as I can. Obviously, work is work.
Yeah.
But, you know, when these kids get older, they get backstage passes anyway when they're there.
It's true.
You know, it's not going to be a no. Hey, no, we're going to deny your kid. You know, especially on big moments. It's just, I think I see it in that point of way. I have to see the shoe on both sides. I can't just say, okay, you know what? You're absolutely right. I don't see nobody on the like. I see your point, but do you see what's actually going on? Like, yeah, you might not see me there, but let me show you what I do. Like, oh shit, okay, and like have her understand it more.
Yeah,
because it's not just about being on TV or being represented or anything like that, but it's to show her the work and the hard work that our ethnicity that we have to do. Latinos, blacks, Japanese niggas. Especially the Japanese niggas don't know any fucking English.
Yeah,
you know, it's just it's a little bit of everything, and just open up the child's mind. Don't let her just see the negative part. Now let her see the positive things about it. Let her see the beauty of it. Yeah, you don't see me there on TV and everything like that, but you know what? It's all good because this is what I'm doing here. This is my part of the job. That I might not always be on TV, but I'm fighting and I'm training and I'm talking to people, and this is what we do.
Yeah, it's definitely
That's
a teachable
me.
moment.
Yeah, and I think as a mom, I would always just kind of see it that way. Not saying that Big Swole hasn't or anything like that. I'm not taking anything away from her, But like me personally, I would just do it that point. And you know, it's we all see the different moms in this industry. You know, Becky, Maurice, who else do we have like as a like that Phoenix?
Well,
you know, Thunder Rosa. You know, Asuka. Asuka has a kid.
I did not know that. Well, shit,
Asuka has a kid. Asuka, yes. That's why when she heard the news of Becky Lynch, well, in the ring, like, here's my title to you, she genuinely did not know anything and was so excited for her because she is a mom.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah. So there's so many like women that, you know, are moms in this industry that just kick ass, and it's not always about being on TV. You know, some things don't work out. Again, it goes back to, would you bring it to WWE if you had a chance? Of course. If things don't work out, shit doesn't work out. Even if it was like one of those, damn, I thought this was going to be the grass on the other side, the grass that was green on the other side, you know. And it wasn't, in her opinion, it probably wasn't all that cracked up to be, but she thanks the opportunity of her being there. Yeah. She's never ungrateful of not being part of AEW. Mm-hmm. You know, and now she's gonna go wrestle on a whole bunch of the indie shows. That's gonna, you know, work well for her and her schedule, and that's dope.
Yeah. And you know, like, all right, it might not come out right because this is just coming, but this is also a teachable moment to take color out of wrestling. Mm-hmm. You know, because like I've always said, I've never seen anybody from the Bronx. It doesn't necessarily have to be a Puerto Rican. It's just I've never seen anybody from the Bronx. But that never prevented me from liking people from other, you know, people in wrestling in general. You know, like you have your favorites, and just because they don't look like you doesn't mean you can't like them. You know what I'm saying? And
this guy is Irish.
Yeah,
I mean Irish.
Yeah.
So yeah,
yeah. You know that goes for sexual orientation.
Yep.
You know, gender, color, you know, background, everything. You know, this is legitimate. Sports should be colorblind, and it should be blind to anything other than what you see there. But it's still in 2021 or 2022. We got to deal with that. You know, because the lack of diversity.
Bump that number up. We got to bump that number up, buddy.
Yeah, you know, we're 6 days in, and I want it to change. I'm all for change. Day 6, we're changing it. What's going on, Isaiah? Hello, I'm new to the channel. Shout out to Gigi for putting me on. I'm from Long Beach, California. I might be the first Mexican on your channel in the comments. I don't know about that, but you're definitely the first one to admit you're from Long Beach, California, brother.
Absolutely. So,
that's what's
welcome from the West Coast.
Word. Appreciate you being here, Isaiah. No. See, look at that. Gigi got reach, brother. Gigi got reach.
I don't even know.
I want to point out that this gentleman
is following. I appreciate you. Wherever you are. I appreciate you. Oh,
Isaiah? Isaiah. That's
Isaiah. Say. I'm blind.
That's dope. I don't know if it's a common name. Possibly is. Hey, man. That's coming through. Hey, I'm gonna be real with you. I've never heard of it.
Hey, thank you. We appreciate the support.
Word.
That's what's up. What were we talking about? Wait.
Transcending color and race and sexual orientation.
There we go.
Yeah.
I'm a little hungry right now, so I got lost for a moment. My ADD moment just totally kicked in. Like, what?
Hey.
Came from my page? Okay, cool.
The show's in the chat. He just said,
I asked him where the fuck he was at, man.
He got the link. I'm waiting for him to come through.
You son of a Canadian. By the way, I did not know Brock was Canadian. Started out there. Was not aware.
Well, he's Canadian through living there. He's American, but he moved to Canada and got his citizenship.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he subscribed. Isaiah subscribed. So thanks, brother. Appreciate you. All right, yeah. So it should, transcend all that shit.
It should be about athleticism and promos.
Pretty much.
Can I see Sonny Kiss versus Sammy Guevara? I would like that match.
You what?
Sonny Kiss versus Sammy Guevara.
I ain't got no problem with that one either.
Yeah.
And where Sonny Kiss goes over. Yeah. I love Sammy, but I would love to see Sammy Sonny go over.
Now that you say that, I would like to see Allen versus Sonny. It would take Allen's be able to take any bump, and then Sonny going over the way with his athleticism and the way Darby takes bumps, it would be dope. But the Sammy one, I'm definitely about.
Oh yeah. That would be dope.
Yeah. No problem with that.
All right, so keeping with AEW, I know. Have you guys seen Dynamite? You seen Dynamite yesterday, right?
Yeah.
I had to watch it like a homeless person. Someone put the bootleg copy on YouTube because TBS didn't upload their episode.
What?
They didn't upload it on the website, so I had to go find. Yeah, I had to watch it in 360p. So maybe that
like
quality, like a savage, yeah. Like literally, I saw somebody drawing on the rock with the stone, like the chisel. So that's how I saw the matches. So maybe that's where I'm biased from. But the first match was Hangman Page versus Bryan Danielson, and I was like,
beautiful match.
It was. But I'm also like, yo, I am not impressed with Hangman Page. This is already 3 matches in a row where I'm like, all right, brother. It's not doing it for me. It's not working for me.
How can you not like cowboy shit?
I like cowboy shit. I just don't like the shit he's doing. It feels like he's moving really slow. And even when he fought Jericho for the inaugural AEW championship, I was like, this is really slow, like awkward. Like, how can a man be this athletic, be Charlotte Flair at this point? I'm like, yo, I only see this man do a backflip off the top rope to the outside. And this fucking shotgun clothesline, the Hangman clothesline, or whatever they call it.
The buckshot lariat.
Buckshot lariat. Yep. There you go.
All right, no problem. Got it. Yeah.
And
I mean, it is a shotgun thing, so
yeah. Yeah. I'm like, yo, I'm trying, and I'm like, yeah, it's not working for me. Yeah, maybe maybe y'all guys see it different, but for me,
well, I've watched Hangman Page for a couple of years before he ever got to AEW, because it was in existence, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I can kind of see your point in a way, you know what I mean? I honestly appreciate the match. You know what I appreciated the most about the match? There was a finish.
Yes.
Yes.
The fact that there was a finish was that shit put it over the top for me. I go, oh, somebody lost. That's great.
and it was Bryan Danielson's first loss.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. You know
which I'm kind of surprised did they mention that when Hangman won?
I didn't hear it towards the end of it. Like I didn't hear it right after. I'm like a lot of you. Like I was waiting for it too. Like, oh, this is the American Dragon's first loss, but they'll probably mention it tomorrow or something. Like one of them two got to start the show.
I mean, they mentioned it. They mentioned it on Wednesday. They mentioned it yesterday. But I'm just saying that they didn't mention it during like the actual pay-per-view, like after the match. I would expect it. I would expect that one of them is like, he just won over Bryan Danielson. That's his first loss of they made such a big thing with MJF having his first loss of 2022. I'm surprised that they didn't also make the same for Bryan Danielson.
Mm-hmm. But I can understand where Toe is coming from. At times, look, you watch the match, you're like, I feel like it's the pace is legitimately fast, but you're like, he doesn't look fast.
Yeah.
Daniel does. He's moving, but you're like, okay, I get it. I have been so invested into the build of the arc with him and Kenny that there's no way I can't get behind him. And then that Dark Order thing made it cool because he was like, yo, I got other friends. Those assholes left me. Now I got a bunch of guys that they're legitimately my friends.
Yeah.
These guys just thought I was cool at the moment. You know what I mean? So
you were trying to get me into the Dark Order, where Brody was like, cowboy shit.
Yep.
The fuck.
Like I said, I got a history of seeing him wrestle beforehand. So it's kind of like one of those things where I was kind of like the whole Eddie deal. Like I've seen Eddie way before he was Viva la Raza.
Yeah, no,
I seen Eddie partner with Art Bart. I'm like, yeah, dude, I got that. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't, leave that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, but I understand where you come from. Like if you're just being introduced to him, you're like, I don't get it. I'm trying. I am the perfect thing with The Miz. Perfect example.
Yeah.
This is better with Seth Rollins. And I've heard of Tyler Black, but I really got introduced to him as part of the Shield. And I was just like, he's cool. There's nothing about him that I'm clicking with here. I'm like, dude can go, but I'm like, your personality's garbage.
Yeah.
I've seen a few matches of Tyler Black when he was in ROH. It was just mainly because it was one of those things where I was just like, oh, let me just stream. It says ROH Wrestling. What is this? Okay, cool. I'm just gonna stream this and watch this on my laptop. So I seen Seth Rollins, as he was. Same thing with Hangman. I was introduced to Hangman when he was in New Japan.
Yep.
And then the whole Bullet Club thing, and there was just a lot of, and his matches in Japan, of course, just like everyone else's, was a lot better than the matches that they are in the US. He did get a lot slower, but it's not to say that his match with DB wasn't bad. It's just their pace wasn't completely in sync.
Yeah.
They were in sync in some moments where it was just like, okay, yes, okay. And there was just some moments like,
I think he wrestles like if they go, yo, you have 45 minutes out there. He wrestles like if he's trying to go all 45 minutes. Like I gotta pace myself. Let round 1 through 7 be just some jabs, and then I'll throw. Then we'll see what happens if we're on the scorecards. We'll just run it out until the round 12. Because that hour they went and draw, I was watching it and I was like, no, yeah, they're trying to drag this shit out. They're trying to drag this out. At no point was
because they saw it work with Kenny Omega.
Yeah, but Kenny Omega and Daniel Bryan was all out.
Absolutely,
those 30 minutes.
Absolutely, absolutely. No. But it's just. But because they saw so much of a talk and a success with that, they thought that they were going to get, the same reaction with Hangman Adam Page. Now, for some folks, it has. And for some folks like yourself, it hasn't.
Yeah.
And there's a difference. Because with Kenny Omega, it was more like 90% to like 10 versus Hangman Adam Page, where some folks is like, 80%,
Yeah.
It's just a little bit of a difference.
It's almost like I'm waiting for Hangman Page to meet someone that is gonna pull this fucking guy out of him. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some wrestlers that wrestle to the ability of who they wrestle. Randy Orton. Throw that out there. Randy Orton, if he's wrestling a fucking jobber, he wrestles like a jobber. You don't need to watch the match. But if he's wrestling Shawn Michaels, he performs at the ability of Shawn Michaels.
True.
And I'm thinking right now, if Hangman Adam Page had a leader in that ring, to like if Samoa Joe fought him, there might be a case for me to go, I see where you guys are coming from. Because Samoa Joe will pull that guy out of him. Samoa Joe's not going to do no, all right, rest hold for 5 minutes because we got an hour. No, fuck that. I'm fucking you up for the hour. You know?
So you are GSP. You're not impressed by his performance.
No. Yeah, I'm not. Even when he's holding the title, I kind of get no disrespect to him, but the best analogy I could come up with, Rocky Balboa, when he went to get the dog. And you're like, you see that? He's not wasting no energy. That's how I see Hangman Page. You know?
I hear you.
And
I can get it. I dig it.
It's not necessarily for me, but
not your cup of tea,
yeah. But I'm not gonna hate on him for doing what he's doing. I'm just saying.
Yeah. No, I can understand that. I can see that. You know what I mean? It's gonna. I don't know what his next feud is. I can't even picture what it's gonna be. It's gonna be weird to see who steps up, because MJF is stuck in this. He's with CM Punk now. They're still doing that.
Yep.
I'm like, either somebody steps up, or a signee comes in.
And they just hired somebody apparently.
Really?
There's news that Tony Khan's North American dream hire or dream sign has been signed and he's making his debut soon.
Okay.
Don't know who that is.
It's either. I'm assuming it's Johnny Gargano.
Could be.
Because I know Bray isn't doing shit for wrestling for a minute. Mr. Thunder, Hollywood, doing horror movies. So Thunder's doing that.
Yeah.
And I can't think of anybody else if it's Keith Lee, that would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
But we'll see. We'll see. I know Pete can't be Keith Lee. His thing isn't up till February.
Right. Keith Lee can go.
Keith, Carrion, and people like that. Their stuff ain't up till February.
Gargano apparently was the 26th. They're talking about is in his hometown. They're doing a dynamite in his hometown or some shit.
It's right in Ohio, right? He's from Ohio, right?
I believe so.
Cincinnati? Is this Cincinnati, Ohio? Unfortunate for him, but he's from Cincinnati, I believe.
Probably, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. See, good pro wrestlers out of Cincinnati because there's nothing to do there.
That's right.
But anyway, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to figure out what is Hangman's next move, and I can't picture anybody that he would. Like, is it Miro?
No.
Like, I don't know. I'm trying to picture the next person. Is it Adam Cole? But they're doing the thing with Luchasaurus and
yeah, no, it's not gonna be Adam Cole because Adam Cole right now
he just challenged that
is being undisputed.
Yeah, he just challenged the new dude that they just got. I believe I forgot his fucking name. He's wrestling him tomorrow on Rampage. Adam Cole. Okay. So I think Adam Cole is still trying to.
I see the guy's picture as well, but the name is escaping me right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find out right now.
I honestly, I'm trying to figure out, and I don't know. But I don't know what I don't know what Hangman's gonna do next. Really, you know what I'm saying? Ricky Starks? I don't know.
Ricky Starks would be dope, but it wouldn't be Ricky Starks. Ricky Starks has like too much of a neck issue. Cowboy shit. Let's see. Let's see. That tag team is out. Moxley.
He's supposed to be coming back.
We don't know when he's coming back. So rehab. Illegal?
No. Maybe.
I mean,
well, no. Moxie's wrestling in GCW soon. He's defending. Yeah, he's defending his title in GCW.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right. I saw that. Yeah, absolutely right. So it could be Moxley.
He was supposed to do a heel turn. So, okay, I see that.
We could possibly see Moxley return back to AEW. And the response that he's going to get back. Ooh.
And then Paradigm
that shit's going to be crazy.
Gonna come back, everybody's gonna be happy, then all of a sudden, and Paradigm shit. He goes, I want my title. But yet everybody's gonna clap for him.
Yes.
Because
wait, where is he from?
Ohio. I think he's from Cincinnati too.
See?
I think him and Gargano are both from Cincinnati, Ohio.
That's a goldfish.
I like the idea of El Elo Andrade. I like that idea. Because he's different than everyone else. He got that charisma, and he has the speed in the ring also. I could see him doing something, and he doesn't necessarily need to win the title. So that's definitely a good feud for him to bolster up.
Bigger,
yeah.
Absolutely, I agree. Yeah, I was just trying to figure out like what do you do next? Because they have a roster with people, but it's like. They haven't pushed a lot of people up to that event, to that thing. That would have been a perfect for Scorpio Sky to go, yo. Get him a number one contenders match where he's actually contending one of the people to the number one contender, not the champion.
Yeah.
And there you go. You know what I'm saying? Yep.
I'm trying to find the card for Rampage. Jake Atlas. That's the dude he challenged, Jake Atlas.
Oh, okay, Jake Atlas. That's right. Okay, got it.
I forgot I was doing that. I kept digging into the goldfish and I completely forgot.
It's all good. It's all good.
But yeah, I saw him on Dark. He's impressive. It's good. He's good. The match was actually entertaining. And yeah, he's all elite now.
Was he an NXT wrestler? Oh.
He was in WWE, I believe.
Because I kind of got that vibe. I don't know.
Was he? Wait a minute.
What?
Like, was he in WWE?
Mm-hmm. What?
Yeah.
What?
NXT, right? I think. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was like at least a month and a half ago or so.
He was on the episode of Celebrity Undercover Boss with Stephanie McMahon.
That too.
He comes out of retirement to join AEW. I didn't. Okay.
Because he was a coach backstage.
He retired from mental health issues.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Because I got that vibe that Adam Cole was trying to reference NXT or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
When he challenged him.
Yep.
But
makes sense.
Yeah. How we spoke about the Jay Carmel match. I was surprised to see the Lucha Brothers lose the tag team titles to
Luchasaurus.
I was
actually really disappointed.
Do you think that was Ray Phoenix is hurt, we got to change the finish, or that was meant to happen?
I think it was meant to happen.
Yeah, I think they were building Jungle Boy and this dude for a minute.
Yeah.
With him having the feud with the Undisputed Era. And
Let's remember.
ERROR, Era.
Mm-hmm. But remember, we still got the AAA Tag Team Champions around the waist of FTR. And then that's a rematch right there, so they can take those titles as well.
True.
The Mexicans can win the Mexican titles.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Oh, look.
Mm-hmm.
But who does the Luchasaurus, the Lucha Express?
I mean, you had the
Express
whole lineup on the stage when they won. You know, you have first and foremost freshly new Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish.
Yeah.
All right. You have the Acclaim. All right. Mm-hmm. The Acclaim have arrived. Okay. We have what other fucking tag team that they
the best friends.
Was it
You
top
have the
flight?
best friends. You have fucking
Private Party.
Private Party. Brian Pillman Jr. The Varsity
Varsity.
Blues.
Yeah,
Varsity
the
Blondes.
Varsity Blondes.
Varsity Blondes. There we go. You have there was a couple, more than a couple that came out. And it was good. It was good. It's just basically showing like pretty much the whole tag team roster. Even fucking Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page was out.
Okay.
Yeah, which
Should
I
be interesting.
don't understand, because I think you would think that the people would be out there to celebrate them if they beat FTR for the tag team titles, not the Lucha Brothers.
I believe FTR was also on stage. Of course, you have to put FTR on the stage.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like they're looking. You cannot mention tag team and FTR is not on the stage with the rest of the tag team.
For real, unless you're in WWE.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Or it's just 2 tag teams.
yeah, but I was with I was a little disappointed to see them.
Yeah.
Not that they're undeserving, but it's like, they just won those titles. You did nothing with them as champions.
Nope. They had that great cage match to win them, and then that's it.
Yeah, it's like
Literally it.
damn, son, you can't let these men rock. Or I would have loved to see.
Like, yo, don't big E me.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I would have loved to have seen a run, Lucha Brothers, Pride and Powerful.
Of course, that was the whole point of I thought it was going to happen.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, they're going to do it. They're going to finally pull the trigger. No, go fuck yourself. I'm like,
yep, yeah. RKH, apparently he didn't break his arm. He dislocated
it.
And
badly dislocated.
Yeah.
That's some 2,000 shit right there.
Yeah, he's lucky. He's lucky because that shit was bad.
You said,
Y'all saw the slow-mo. That's on the slow-mo on my page. That shit looked like it was done.
Yeah, man.
Oh my god. That hurt me down to my fucking throat though. Like that shit hurt. If you have balls, that shit hurt you down to your balls. You're like, oh no.
Yeah.
Cause fuck.
I saw
Holy shit. That shit looked worse than what it actually ended up being.
Yeah.
And that's insane. You know what? Even Luchasaurus, because when he came down in his ribs. You can tell both niggas were like kind of off because one was just like, fuck. I landed on my rib wrong and his whole arm was just done for too.
That looked as devastating as that RKO that fucked up.
It could have been.
Yeah.
Like it could have been like a last minute finish. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a last, like, oh shit. Yo, imagine if Penta was like, you're going over. Right now, you're going over. Because he probably saw that shit and doesn't even know. Or maybe he didn't even see that shit. No. I really do think they were written to be the champions.
Because Phoenix literally he landed like that and was like, ah. He wasn't screaming or nothing. He just did I'm fucked up.
No, that nigga was screaming. Now he fuck.
Remember, I saw it in 360p, so
oh, you know what? You're right.
He looked like Mario and Luigi going through that table.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but that was a bad fucking table spot. Real quick, is anyone else getting tired of the blood?
What?
The blood that everybody's bleeding in AEW?
No. Okay.
I feel I'm not tired. I feel they can cut back a little bit.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, not every match needs to have blood. I feel like if Cody Rhodes was playing Uno, he'll be bleeding.
He'll blade himself.
He'll blade himself. He's like, skip. Oh, it was a vicious skip. He's the Crimson Mask. Yeah, like it's definitely. The women in the last week on Rampage when they had that little street fight.
Oh, you mean the Bunny and Ty Conti?
Yes, and
was it Ty Conti or Anna Jay?
Ty bust. She bladed herself. But when the Bunny did it, I was like, yo, why is she halfway underneath the ring for 15? She's blading herself. And she went in.
Yeah. But not for nothing. It made it. Her shit made it like. If she would have been the only one,
yes,
I would have been okay with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the thing I'm getting. It's like when everybody's fucking bleeding. It's like, all right, this match isn't that hardcore.
GCW.
Yeah, it's like you hit his face on the turnbuckle. That shit's padded. Why is he bleeding? You know, you hit a suplex. Why is he bleeding?
Hit the stairs, but his forehead is all of a sudden bleeding.
Yeah, it's like
you don't understand the fury he did it with the intensity. One of the three eyes.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm trying to justify it. I can't do that.
No, it was cool, but then it got to the point where it's like, all right, is Cody Rhodes Ric Flair or Triple H? Because
Cody Rhodes is trying to be his pops.
No, but he's burying everybody and he's bleeding every fucking match.
Pay attention.
Yeah.
That's Dusty.
That's Dusty.
People forget Dusty in the South Territories. Anytime he get a moment, they got a winning color.
That's why his forehead looked like Abdullah the Butcher.
I'll do it from shape up to shape up on this side.
Yeah.
I got you, son. You want blood? You see all this cartilage build up here? Days.
Yeah, man. But
that's why he should look like a meat grinder at that point.
For him and Abdullah the Butcher would look like brothers.
Word.
Abdullah the Butcher wouldn't even blade himself. He just grab his fork and just start.
Yeah.
Like I'm taking it to the face.
But the thing was,
we're good.
The thing was like, all right, I'm not for it all the time, but I am for it if it makes sense. Like if you just smashed a bottle on her face and she went like this and came up with blood, I get it. But if you smash a bottle on her face and she runs underneath the ring and comes back 5 minutes later with a professional cut, like there's a guy underneath the ring just slicing motherfuckers. It's like, all right, you made it look fake now, and I'm out of it. I'm not sold on this blood anymore. You know? And the cage match, when everybody's bleeding in the cage match, I get it. You have a Jordan full of thumbtacks, kicked him in the face. He should be bleeding. If he's not bleeding, that's not real. I don't know what you got on that shoe.
Right.
But it didn't take him 20 minutes to cut himself either. You know what I'm saying? But the blood, I'm like, all right, guys. It's getting a little played out here. Save it for the big moments. You know, it's like, all right, not everybody needs to bleed. I get it. Especially during a pandemic. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see Daniel Bryan and Hangman Page headbutting each other with busted open wounds. I'm like, COVID's still a thing. Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like somebody's not being responsible.
Yeah. Fuck, bro.
Have you guys tested for COVID today? Not WWE.
Yeah. They don't need that. It's no longer required.
I'm still trying to figure out that logic to that whole thing. I'm like, I don't get it.
Oh, the no more testing shit?
Yeah, I don't get that shit.
Especially when you're like surrounded by fans now all the time. Like, how you gonna say no tested? Like, nah. You're just gonna. It's like, I guess they're trying to hold the responsibility of the person. Like, we're not gonna test you anymore. You're gonna have to go get yourself tested at this point. You know, I think. In other words,
we don't want to pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is. We don't want to pay for it. You pay for it now. You figure it out.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, we come here. This is supposed to be a safe working environment, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be made by the company. If if we're real independent contractors, understood. My responsibility. But since our contracts are structured in an employee manner, because I can't leave right now and go to AEW and have a match or MLW or New Japan if I wanted to. That's what independent contractors do. They also like, all right, cool 2 weeks, fellas. I'll see you in a month. You know what I'm saying? I'm off. I'm going to TNA. So if your contract is, my contract is structured like an employee, then it's your responsibility to keep a safe work environment.
Yeah.
Period.
Mhm.
Now,
Agreed.
if it's structured the other way, independent contractor, and I'm able to do that, then I didn't come here with negative tests all the time.
Yep.
Or when they said, "Oh, there might have been an exposure," cool. I'm gonna go get tested. I can literally throw a rock and hit a testing spot at this point.
Yeah.
And then they have the rapid shits in the stores if you can find one. Well, they're not $90 a pop.
Yeah, because if you're not going to take any responsibility of keeping the rest of safe, then I should not be vaccinated. I should not have to prove vaccination to get into the fucking arena.
Absolutely correct.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely correct. Because, like I said before, the way these contracts are structured, you say it's labeled this way, but it's structured this way.
Yeah.
It's labeled independent contractor. But if I come up with a Twitch that gets over 100 million followers, you want some of that PC. Son, I built that.
Yeah.
That's all me. And now, since you want to take some of my money, you be responsible for me being here. You get me tested.
Yeah.
Otherwise, let me go to New Japan if I want to.
Yeah. That was
simple.
That was the one thing that, all right, if we're going to veer for companies, that the UFC did right.
Mm-hmm.
My man said, you're going to quarantine and I'm going to test you when you land after quarantine and before you get there.
Mm-hmm.
They tested him like 17 times and quarantined them to make sure that no one caught it. After every fight, they sanitize the ring and all that other shit. I get that, but I can't. Angel Garza tested positive for COVID also? Jesus. Well, he ain't getting no title shot anytime soon.
Who?
Yeah.
Angel Garza.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, he doesn't matter.
Yeah. The
You'll get
Jose
somebody
Lotharios.
infected.
Yeah.
It's fine.
No, but I mean, it's not responsible, and it just shows how shitty the work environment, even for us, is. Like, I work for Columbia, and they offer free testing. So at any time, I can go on the website, make an appointment, go get tested. You know what I'm saying? But if they would have turned around, we're no longer testing for this shit, but you got to have, all 12 vaccinations and 17 boosters. Like, what? Because apparently you can have all that and still be positive. So isn't the first line defense the testing?
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly it. And I'm in this company employed by you. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And you pay, if I'm sick, I have sick days, right? Which you pay me for, right? It's on you. Saying this, you have a bunch of employees.
Yeah.
There it is. See? That's why I don't understand that aspect for WWE. Like, oh, we're going to stop doing that. Why? Does that make sense? You know how close these athletes are to each other, and then not to mention the fans, as Gigi would put.
Come on now. Especially when you just have them, unless you really are not going to allow your wrestlers to touch the hands of fans, get close to them, whatever the case may be. You really see it on camera. Not everybody has their mask up.
Mm-hmm.
There
was a woman on Raw sleeping on another woman's shoulder with no mask on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least we can understand why she felt like she was sleeping. I completely understand, because I catch myself every once in a while wow.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
I gotta start watching Raw to knock out.
Yeah. If you have trouble sleeping, Monday Night Raw.
Seriously.
What match was it that Roman was wrestling and that he went into the crowd and put his mask on? Who's he wrestling?
Yeah, that was funny though.
I think that was the match. That was the match before Big E. Was it Cesaro? No, Cesaro wasn't in the.
Balor?
Who you said?
Balor?
Was it Finn?
It could have been
I
Finn
think
Balor.
so.
Yeah, I remember he was like, all of a sudden he puts it on, and I'm like, that's a responsible champion.
While he was in the match, he was like, hold up.
He goes,
And then you see Paul handing him his mask.
Like the mic, give him the mic, give him the mic. Like, that's a responsible champion. Look at that. Put his mask on. You know what I'm saying? Then they stop testing. Who gets it first? Roman.
Yeah, it was Finn Balor. I just looked it up. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Finn. Yeah. I'm like, so the man shows you his responsibility, and then you go ahead and take all that shit away.
Yep.
I don't understand this company. I don't get it. I'm trying to figure it out, man.
Zay has a question. Goes, I have a question about Jay Lethal. The only time we see him on Dynamite is when he was wrestling Sammy Guevara in his debut. Now he only wrestles on Dark. There are rumors he has issues with Punk.
I have actually never heard of them having any issues, but I could be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't see why issues with Punk would demote him from doing anything, because that means he just doesn't work with Punk. That's what it sounds like to me. I mean, apparently, I don't know if Punk and Colt Cabana are getting along, but they still work together.
I would like to see that match.
Yeah.
I want to see a grudge match between them two. I want them to, you know what? Let's hash the shit out in the wrestling ring.
Yeah.
Where it doesn't have to get illegal or anything like that, but have a storyline where he's like, you're a shitty person. Now, man, you know what? You're this shitty person.
They kind of did it with Eddie Kingston. Yeah, let's do it with Colt Cabana. It could be like a lights out match.
And not for nothing, that could be a great story, a long story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because there's so much history back there. You know, let the Dark Order start coming to life. CM Punk needs to start losing. If Bryan Danielson can lose, so can CM Punk.
Yes.
CM Punk is not invincible. Okay?
Definitely.
He's cool, but he's not invincible. I need somebody to beat him. And you know what? I wouldn't doubt that MJF would try to beat CM Punk at his own game. You know what I'm saying? Where imagine this bullshit, right? We got CM Punk versus Wardlow, right? And then fucking MJF hits his boy, hits Wardlow. And because Wardlow's already at that point where he's gonna be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Nah, yeah. I'm not like he's on that verge of becoming a baby face.
Yep.
All right. Imagine him just attacking him, so CM Punk can receive his first loss in AEW ever. And who did he lose it to? Wardlow. You got that, big guy. I did this so you can get the biggest win of your career. You have won against CM Punk. Wardlow doesn't like to win like that. He's like, I've had to fucking powerbomb him. But realistically, not to say realistically, Wardlow will fuck the shit out of fucking CM Punk. But, it'll still be a good hard-hitting match if you let Wardlow do that hard-hitting big guy stuff. I see that in the works.
That actually would be smart, because when CM Punk did that to Captain Lou Albano, for lack of better, knowing his name, the guy that MJF was supposed to wrestle, I was like, there you go, beautiful. You cost him the match. They did it right. But
the bell already rung.
Yeah.
The bell already rung. That's it. He ran in there. That's it. Nope.
Meanwhile,
guy was like, what the fuck, man? And you know what? Sorry, kid.
Meanwhile, he could have lost by count out. Just saying, he was out of the ring for like 2 minutes. But that would be awesome to see MJF screw over CM Punk like that. That would definitely be awesome. Because they're already trying to pull that shit with Aries Spears with Spears with Wardlow, when Spears is like, oh, I hit him, just pin him, and Wardlow's like, nah. 15 power bombs later, now I'm gonna pin him.
I mean, that's the way it should be, though. Pushing that facing so hard, you got to be honorable.
What comment, Walter? I'm sorry. He said sorry for the long comment. It didn't fit in YouTube. But anyway, yeah, I didn't know Jay Lethal went out with AJ Lee. Apparently, there's a problem. Like, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're bringing some knowledge out here.
Yeah, and if Punk got a problem with Jay Lethal dating AJ Lee back then, well, we got 2 words for you. Get over it, nigga.
Yeah, so it's done. You're married to her.
You won.
You're ransacking there. Let it go.
Yeah. You
that
won.
was 3 words.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just putting it out there.
They don't know that. They don't know that.
Ransacking.
No, I said get over it, nigga.
No, I just said ransack.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, show's counting. Don't worry.
That's 2 words.
Yeah. Show's counting. They don't know. They don't know how many words I said.
Is show still around? Are we sure, dude?
I don't know, but we're gonna blame him for it. Fuck it.
At least he showed up to the group chat. I saw at least. You know,
Right?
something.
Kenny, where's your client? Because Kenny's apparently the advocate.
Oh wait, is he the advocate or did we switch sides? What happened?
Yeah, are you the advocate or are you the wise man? What's going on here, Kenny?
What's going on, Kenny?
But shit.
Bullshit.
Word. Fucking show, man.
So Show got in the chat. It says the link, and he didn't get on. Wow, Show, that's fucked up, man.
Yeah, man.
Well, that's a big fuck you.
Yeah. Is it because I'm Spanish?
Yeah.
Is it because we're all Spanish?
Even you? It's fucked up, Show.
Oh shit! How can
Still
you
shocked
do this to your own
his
people?
real name, by the way.
Word.
Yeah, I would have been like, I would have never guessed that.
Yeah.
You said that shit, I was like, you lie.
Jack don't speak Thai.
That's not a name. It is.
Yeah.
Weird.
Shit, man. What else happened last night that we didn't get to?
Mercedes Martinez versus Thunder Rosa.
Yeah, they're building that one up.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good match to build up.
Yep.
I'm trying to like go through all of it. I think after the TBS champions was the main event.
Yeah. Are we? Is Mercedes Martinez signed with Smart Mike Mark or Smart Mark Mike or whatever the fuck his name is? James guy.
The one with Jay Garza.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Might be. Maybe she's just not a fan of Thunder Rosa. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, Kenny said he was fired.
Yeah, but show fires everybody. So you can't believe he's still gonna send you the check. He just says that shit.
Got the check.
Yeah, got the check. But
unless it bounced.
Yeah, maybe Thunder Rosa went out with AJ Lee also, and that's why Mercedes Martinez is one of the wrestlers.
Yeah, because
I'm fucking done. Wow. Wow.
I mean, apparently going out with AJ Lee's a thing.
Did we review the card for Saturday? There's a Rampage and a Battle for the Belts. The only titles I know that's on Battle for the Belts is Riho and Britt Baker and Cody Rhodes and Sammy Guevara. Those are the only 2 matches I know about for Battle for the Belts.
Now, Riho and Britt Baker, that's going to be fun. Yeah. I'm interested in that because it's true. Britt Baker has never got a win over Riho. And then to be honest with you, I don't want her to get the win over Riho. I wouldn't mind Riho being the women's champion. And it's like, Britt Baker is my girl. Britt Baker, DMD. However, I would also like to see Britt Baker chase after the belt because I think that's what made her really great. She finally got a wrestler that is up to her speed. Not to say Thunder Rosa wasn't. But she's beaten Thunder Rosa. She hasn't beaten Rio. And it's been consistent.
Yeah.
Now, could this be the moment where Tony Khan shows his eyes like, nah, but because my girl, we got to make her win at least one time. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. Those 2 women put a wonderful match. They have great chemistry together. and I'm excited to see this match.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see Cody Rhodes versus Sammy again.
Yeah. I honestly believe Cody Rhodes is gonna win again. Cause like I told Kenny, I believe Cody Rhodes' character right now is fuck you. Literally, like, I was a good guy and you motherfuckers compared me to Triple H. Now I'm gonna Triple H this shit. And it's gonna be Homelander Triple H, where I'm gonna act like what I'm doing is justice and good and all that, but we all know I'm doing Triple H. I'm gonna even show you the golden fucking shovel I buried this nigga with. But I'm the good guy, remember that. You know? But I'm digging that character. I dig any character that, you know, fuck you. you motherfuckers want me to be Triple H? I'm gonna be Triple H, but just my way. He even tries to do the fucking pedigree, but he does the 1999.
Oh yeah, the setup to the pedigree. That shit is hysterical to me. I'm like, is this man about to do the pedigree? No, he's doing some other shit. But he's consistently, it really does look like the pedigree. And I'm just like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
Are we really doing this?
Reign of Terror himself.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gonna keep that title again for a minute.
Word.
That's gonna be sad. It's gonna be sad.
It is. At this point, I think Cody Rhodes should be on some fuck it. Hangman, I'm the number one contender. There's no clear number one contender for Hangman.
Yeah, the problem is when he lost that one match, he can't challenge for the title anymore.
So they say. It's 2022. You know what I'm saying?
It was his stipulation, not everybody else's.
No,
he said it himself.
I hear you, but you know, they're being challenged on diversity, and what better than, you know, than Cody Rhodes?
I hear that.
You know, he has a black daughter, a half black daughter, so.
Oh my God.
He's technically black now.
Damn.
Show knows about the black daughter.
The kids in. We have to bring the kids in, man. Leave the kids alone.
Toe Tag love the kids.
Nah, man, talk about his wife. You know, I'm a black bitch. That's right, girl. Yes, you are.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Go ahead. He was like, I can't comment on that last one. You know, two white guys talking about the last line that my wife decided to use. I think it would.
Word.
Yo.
Even Brandy's starting to act a little Stephanie McMahon-ish. Coming out trying to stick her nose in people's business and shit. She's getting over.
Yeah.
Well, her man wasn't around.
Yeah. I dig it. Just let's not draw this shit out anymore. You know, like, keep it going a little bit like you think we're stupid and we don't know. And then we need the reveal. Like, it was me. I was the higher power. You know, let's do that shit. You know?
I would. I can see that. I can see that. It would be interesting for the most part.
Bird.
Mm-hmm.
Who told you it was open mic night? Motherfucker,
who the hell told you it was open mic night?
Shit.
Oh, man. Not for nothing. And all the times we've seen Mrs. Rhodes, okay? In the beginning, her promos weren't like that. Her promos sounded like she was a black woman, right? That was trying to give kind of like white people promos in a way. I don't even know how to say it, but it sounded very scripted and something it doesn't seem like her character, but it kind of does, because we kind of seen her like from her fucking WWE days as Evans or some shit like that, or she has some weird fucking name. Nonetheless, we've seen her grow. And to see this shit out of left field, the first time she did this shit was with Jay Cardell.
Yeah.
She's like, she came out. She was like, I don't know who the hell you think you talking like that, bitch. Like, and then she got like, I was like, oh shit. There's her blackness. Go ahead, sis. Go ahead, girl.
They let her be
Yes.
black.
Let you be black, beautiful. Go ahead. Yes, honey. It was true though, because it was weird, but it felt different. And now I feel like, not that it's not only different, but it feels a little forced at the same time, because how you not gonna know that your brother-in-law is gonna come in and look? Can we not be a little bit stupid here? My man done turn his back to the enemy. Like, you should know better, sir.
Yeah.
Where's the rest of the Nightmare family? Like, yeah. You right. Let's go out there and save the missus.
Word.
Yo, where's the rest of them? Didn't they roll like in fucking 15?
It's true.
Right?
Agreed. Yeah, it's a lot of motherfuckers.
I mean, they all come out to say good luck to Cody when he enters the fucking arena.
That's what I'm saying. But they can't go out to support each other.
Yeah.
They're only there to support fucking Cody, his little cheerleading squad.
Yeah. He got a leash on them.
So the boss man came, we gotta go.
Yeah.
Let the rest of the family out, man.
Yeah.
Why are we keeping them all fucking locked up? Like, yo, Velvet Sky should have been there to be like, yo, come on, sis, we gotta go. Nah. You know, I get it. Yeah, no, I get it too. Yeah, no, you a bad bitch. Yes, you are. Let's go. And then like have somebody else from the Nightmare family. Who the fuck do they got there anyway? Like, I see their faces. I just can't get their names right now off the top of my head. Oh, word. There you go. We'll put Brock Anderson.
Yeah.
He would have been good. He would have been good in the ring.
Yeah.
Since I want to go ahead and promote this shit out of him. I don't see why he couldn't not. I don't understand why he wasn't there. You know, even if they got kicked down like first, at least have a good back and forth with a tag team. Instead, you have literally Dustin just turning his back on 3 men who you know damn well is going to jump his ass. I don't know. That's just me.
Nah, I hear you. Yo, Anthony has a question since we're talking about couples. He goes, "What's up, guys? Are you entertained with Edge and his wife and Miz and his wife? I think it's garbage. What do you guys think?" I think
I saw this shit coming a mile away.
I think on paper that shit works, but in reality, straight garbage, straight trash. They missed. They did a Mark McGuire on steroids, swing and a miss right there on that one.
Beth Phoenix with her Mad Max hairstyle.
Yeah.
Okay.
It should have been good, but no.
So, you're putting Beth Phoenix. Y'all know how big and strong she was, right? She was the Amazon. All right. We kind of compared it to like Wonder Woman in a way because she was an Amazon bitch. She got muscles.
Yep.
And she can move. She can wrestle in the ring. And then you have Maurice, who can wrestle bitches her size at once upon a time. Right? Once upon a time. But has not really been physically active or seen to be physically active in a wrestling ring. She is more of a valet than a wrestler.
Yeah.
Where Beth Phoenix has always been a wrestler.
Beth Phoenix looks like she could beat the shit out of the Miz.
Word.
It's true.
You know?
Beth Phoenix looks like she can fucking suplex that nigga.
Yeah. Yo, fun fact.
She can give him the glam slam.
She could. No, she definitely could. Fun fact, though, this will be the first time in history that 2 women had fought each other in 3 different decades.
3 decades, yes.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I
you know, because you don't hear that.
No.
You don't hear
No.
that at all. And they are the first ones to do it.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been dope to see like Trish and Lita and stuff point like that, but
Yeah.
It's so early in the year that they are the ones that are able to do it. So we all know it's going to be a shit show, not botchy, but just like quick 1, 2, 3 type shit.
It's going to be more theatrical than fucking wrestling.
Yeah. It's not going to be more than like 10 minutes.
But
especially if you get the ring with the women.
I wouldn't be surprised if we do see Beth Phoenix beating up The Miz. Like she body slams him or glam slams him or some shit, because even though Maurice is a former Divas champion, like we said, she hasn't been active in the wrestling ring for a while. So we can't really depend on her to put on a proper show. Like, she'll get in there and do some shit, but it's gonna rely on The Miz to carry this match.
And the only thing that you're gonna have Maurice do is swing her cartera and win, but in the most heelish way as possible.
Yeah. This devastating roll up.
Exactly, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I agree, that match is going to be a shit show and a half.
Yeah. I said it last year. They should have saved this for WrestleMania because The Miz and Edge can't carry a match together. I didn't want to see them one-on-one in day one. I said it. They need to save it so that way it's a big thing at WrestleMania. Because at WrestleMania you can have a match like that, not at the Royal Rumble.
Absolutely.
But like the WWE does, they fuck it up with everything. They fuck you with the cell phones and they fuck you with the mixed tag match.
Yeah, they just have to, for some reason, have to shoehorn mad shit into one thing. You're like, dude, Royal Rumble. Just remember, you can have 4 matches in Royal Rumble, and then the Royal Rumble can go an hour.
Yeah.
Why do you have to put shit in there?
Yeah, there's 2 Royal Rumble matches, so that's 2 hours already.
Well, I forgot about the women's Rumble.
Yeah.
Look at that. You can have 2 matches or 3.
Yeah.
And the thing that should end the Royal Rumble is a Royal Rumble.
Yes.
No.
Do not have a world title and the Royal Rumble. It's in the name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that guy, you wins, you're like, oh, and ends on the cliffhanger. Who's he going to choose?
Yep.
Nowadays it's pretty simple. Sound right. Obvious.
Yeah, right?
Depends on what brand he's on.
Yeah. I feel like this Royal Rumble is going to be the last man in the Elimination Chamber match. Because obviously Brock versus Roman title for title at WrestleMania. So the winner of the Royal Rumble ain't going to do shit. It's going to be Shinsuke Nakamura all over again.
There's little to no guessing at this point.
Yeah.
We're like at least half of the title of the title picture for the other brand of one of the brands. It's obvious for WrestleMania. It's like we know what's going to happen.
Yeah, definitely.
So, unless Brock gets COVID close to that date, we know what's going to happen.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, yeah.
But I mean, that was the year in wrestling, and we're already at 12:05, so you call it a night. But yo, what hell of a fucking 6 days we had so far in wrestling.
Oh yeah.
And we ended with releases. We start the year off with the releases. It's a beautiful thing, man. Beautiful fucking thing. But on that note, everyone, Happy New Year. And it's your friendly neighborhood knucklehead signing out. Peace, everybody.
Take it easy. You're just going to go back on and be like, what?
Yeah, right?
No, I heard everything. I heard everything. I was hearing my kid. I was like, yo, I think I hear my kid. Hold on. And I went and checked the door, and showing up, she's like, hey. I'm like,